into the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. It is the grand final show for the 4th week of the Esports Tower Valorant Fall Rumbles. Last week, we brought you the action from the semifinals. We saw the Droughts make their first ever Rumble finals. The Landslides have now made 3 straight grand finals. They're still trying to look for their first win of the fall season, however. I'm Michael Fisher. Joining me to call all the action is Brandon Red Hot's Koziansik. And Red Hot's good news. You and I talked right after last cast. When do you think we'll see Fracture? When do you think we'll see Fracture? I have been told Game 1 is going to be on Fracture. It's our first time ever seeing it in the Esports Tower. Might actually be the first time on the Boise State stream we're ever seeing Fracture. So what do you want to see, Red Hots, from Fracture, our first map of the Grand Finals of week number 4?
I want to see kind of how teams end up playing this map. I know kind of solo queue wise and how people play it. There's a lot of splitting B or splitting A for tack wise, and defense wise, I don't really know how people are going to end up doing that at a competitive level because people are obviously more coordinated. So I kind of want to see first things first. It's comps, kind of what people are more comfortable with. I think we'll see a lot more comfort agent picks rather than just what agents are really good in this map yet. I think the second thing is I just really want to see kind of how teams react, right? Because, I mean, you don't practice this map that much yet, so there's probably a lot to learn. There's probably a lot of cheese opportunities of certain things you can do where teams don't know. So I think it'll be a really fun map to see kind of what teams have figured out on their own, and then also what's kind of been underground, lane, I should say, right? So we'll see that.
I think for the last bullet point you made there about what the teams want to do, that's going to be the most interesting thing to me because we kind of just ripped the Band-Aid off in a grand final in Game 1. Don't know who actually picked this map, but I'll be very curious if the team who did pick it ends up running away with this map because it's hey, maybe we can put out Fracture. Maybe if we feel like we're the underdogs, we can have kind of a sneaky map against the Landslides, for example, or if it'll be a very close map down to the very bitter end because either the teams have done a lot of practice or have not done any practice. So I think Fracture is going to be a very, very strong indicator maybe how the series is going to go. I have been told Game 2, of course, tonight best of 3 is going to be Icebox, which I've been told leans very heavily to the Landslide strength. So this is a big map for the Drought because you lose this first map, now you're going into what the Landslides say is one of their best maps in Icebox. This could go from maybe we have a chance to win to just complete disaster in a very, very quick 2-game series.
Yeah, I mean, I think also Fracture's probably your best leveling playing field when you now you say that because Icebox people have a lot more practice or you kind of have your good and bad maps as a team. And I think Fracture's gonna be the one that's okay, we both have very little experience. And we both don't it's probably the most even map in terms of how much they've actually gone on it. So I think that's gonna be really fun. I think both teams, it would be really fun and interesting to see, and I hope that we get a good game, obviously.
Yeah, you see there, here's how the bracket shook out. We saw the 2 semifinals last week, Drought and Hurricane, Landslides and Tsunamis. Kind of basically the same story. Hurricanes built a big lead, collapsed in the second half. Landslides built a big lead, nearly collapsed in the second half, but actually ended up holding strong to make the finals where we will have Drought and Landslides. No matter what happens, we'll claim our 4th straight new Rumble champion. Will be the Drought winning in their first ever appearance. It will be the Landslide who have now made 3 straight grand finals, trying to avoid being runner-up for the 3rd straight time. As we get ready to hop into Fracture, let's throw it over to Doc's Keys of the Game, presented by Esports Tower. Score pro advice at esportstower.com. Improve your game sense, improve your team play, improve your performance under pressure. You get matched with great players and professional coaches to help you rank up. And then Valorant, those are focus, angles, and flank. Know your win conditions, count cards, call abilities, and click heads. All brought to us by the Esports Tower. Game 1 is right around the corner. We're going to kick it off on Fracture. First time seeing it played in the Valorant Rumbles, a very technically challenging map. Teams are going to have strong setups. It's going to be very interesting, as Red Hot's alluded to see how these teams adapt to this map, who's been practicing it more, and why wait any longer? Let's get into the game and see who's going to take the win in game number 1 of this series.
I also think it'll help people who've been grinding solo queue or ranked. There's a lot more experience in the map.
So we do see here it'll be Landslides on the left. It'll be Drought on the right. I think for the Landslides, of course, Mr. Memphi, always a name you're going to want to watch. On that Raze, who you have been critical of times of the Raze if we've seen being a little bit too cautious. I think Memphi's going to just full send on that Raze. He is a very aggressive player. Solix on the Phoenix is an interesting one. I've been told he's expanding his champion pool. He's expanding his operator pool. His Killjoy is next level. I'm curious if the Phoenix can match that, though.
I do think it's interesting with double Phoenixes. I think Phoenix is an agent sometimes where like I don't know. I think as a duelist, it's kind of like I feel like there's just so much better agents out there that do it better. So I think Phoenix is kind of an interesting choice. There must be something that they kind of like on the map more so than other agents on the map. So would love to see how they kind of end up using that. I think KO actually can be really good on this map just due to the silenced nature of information. Information is very useful in this map because obviously it's pretty split half and half. So if you can get the information, you can kind of make the rotations early. Also, I think Cypher is especially a big one. There's a lot of cool, probably trap locations you can do and cameras that we've yet to see. So hopefully we can see some cool stuff going on there. Overall, though, I think comps are pretty similar for the most part. It seems, if I remember correctly, I think one has Astra and one doesn't. So I think
you're right.
One just doesn't have smokes, which on this map, I actually think smokes are a lot less valuable than other maps just due to the nature of how it's kind of laid out. I think there's a couple scenarios where you can kind of actually they have the Omen instead. I think Omen's pretty good as well. I think there's a couple spots you can kind of smoke, but I think smokes are less important, more so than like a bind or something like that.
Well, both teams, we've been told, say they are very confident on this map coming into this event, so maybe no one will be caught off guard. The Drought and Landslides, do think names potentially need to be swapped there at the top left. I do think the Landslides on the left, Drought on the right, and we're getting ready to go in here for map number one. Of course, it's Fracture. We get all excited. Clock's pause. Looks like we already have a tactical. I don't know if it's tactical or not. We already have a pause.
Probably technical, or something like that, because I think it has like a pause timer for it.
Somebody hasn't even loaded the map yet.
Yeah.
Their computer's like, whoa, what is this?
I also will say I really like the breach on this map. I think breach flashes are going to be pretty huge due to like how much wall, I guess like opportunity there's. I know that sounds weird, but like it's there's a lot of wall like areas where bleach can just flash through and then just basically peek at good angles. And there's like a lot of long walls too, so we can have some really far flashes. His ult is also probably huge for retaking just because the sites are pretty small in themselves, like I guess diameter wise. So I do want to see some pretty big rolling thunders coming out from Bofi here. And I'm honestly excited to see Deadshot and Orthodox. Like they've been kind of killing it. So
I think the interesting thing is Deadshot and Orthodox were players last week on the Landslide, so I don't know how much inside knowledge they're going to have as Bofi gets that first blood onto it. We get a huge trade already. We're already down to a 3-on-3.
Yeah, wow, this is really quick. Now it's 2-on-2 through the smoke there.
Nice shooting by Cozy, barely winning that one.
He is really low, though, so we basically have a 1v2, but the one is quite low, so let's kind of see how they come up.
They seem to know Synth is up there.
Yeah, he's hanging out in tower, just kind of waiting to see what happens, though. But they're playing this very cautiously in a good way.
They have Spike right in front of both of them, too. This is going to be the battle right here.
Straight just
he just ends it with the headshot.
Those always feel so good. Nothing's better than pistol round and just tapping someone. Like, just one. You shoot once, you get one. That's it.
Overall, this is an explosive map to start things out with there. Devin on that KO as well, one of the better players for Drought. There's a lot of individual players for the Drought that I think can have absolutely pop off moments here in this series.
Yeah, I agree. I think they have a lot of potential there. I guess I think they should go for another kind of rush, just get for a plan or something like that. That'd probably be pretty best here since Landslides are going all Spectres, which I do like. I do like a full upgrade. I think when you have a Jet, you don't have to worry about sometimes with that kind of weird, like, Jet kind of trying to get an op more than anything, right?
Ooh, Bofi, it's a great flash there. Gets one, the Astra Smoke unfortunately going to save the rest of the Drought for now.
Oh, he's flying.
Memphi flying in on that raise. Bofi's got him held down. Memphi does get a kill off screen onto Maeve. It's already a 4-on-2. Landslide's coming out strong here in the Grand Finals.
Yeah, doing a great job of playing aggressive with this this buy, right? So they bought the full team Spectres, and they're using it aggressively, which I like, because they know that, you know, Drought's most likely not going to buy there, and if they do buy, they're going to have the upper hand in guns overall.
Oh, Solix catches him on the rope. All up to Orthodox, who at least should get the spike down for some extra credits.
Yeah, that's good. I think that's pretty worth in terms of like what they were trying to achieve overall.
Immediately does get taken out.
And
so
he'll Phoenix ult for third round.
Solix, I've heard, has been putting a lot of work not only outside of the Killjoy to get better and better at other operatives, and it's showing. I mean, it's been a great Phoenix. You said Phoenix ult round 3.
Yeah, that's pretty huge. The one thing I will say is, how is he going to use it? Is he going to use it aggressively or more so like a retake kind of thing? Or, you know, because I think when Phoenix ult is only 6 credits now, I really don't think you want to hold it that long.
It feels like you want to use it as a retake, right? Like it just seems easier to use defensively as a retake, but
I guess the only problem, though, is if they go to your site.
Exactly. Yeah, if they go to your site and you die, yeah, I would like to see him use it as a retake. But as you're right, if they push his site, it's going to be a little bit harder.
Yeah.
To deal with as we look like we have a little bit of technical difficulties. Hopefully we can get back in that game. But yeah, and that's one thing that you and I have talked a lot about with the Esports Tower. The one improvement we really want to see from everybody is just use those ults more aggressively when they can be like the Phoenix ult, when they can come back up quickly. Because we've seen teams hold on to ults forever and forever and forever, waiting for that perfect moment when it's like, hey, even if you get intel with the run it back, that's better than your dream pop-off 5-kill ace. You're just so, something like that.
And like, yeah, sometimes and it's not like we're just like, hey, you should just always use it no matter what. It's more so just like, you're not going to get the perfect value of it a majority of the time, if that makes sense. Like, if you holding it like 2 rounds max is probably what I would say. Like, I think anything more than that, you're kind of hitting that territory of like you're starting to kind of lose value.
Haven't really had too many fights here. Maeve, as I say that, sneaks up on Bofi, going to open up this B main.
Yeah, they're playing this pretty slow for the Landslides this round. They're kind of getting some I guess intel more so. Nice. Solix says pop the ult. Gets one.
Gets taken out. That's exactly what he needs.
Yep, he's going back to his run back.
Fortunately, Viper gets taken out, but a nice trade there. Spike's going to get going down by Sith. And you talked about these sites. I'm curious how a retake goes here for the Landslides on B.
Solix gets another one. Ooh, they find him just kind of a flank there. Now a 3v1 scenario here.
Gets one, but unfortunately, Solix will get the 3-piece. Cozy will take the defuse.
And that's going to be a big round for Landslides. I mean, Drought just full bot. They are very, very low on eco now. I mean, they just spent literally all of their money. And Landslides are now going to get 2 free guns, and they're going to have enough money to buy and stuff. So, fantastic job by Landslides, playing it slow, kind of playing the numbers. And then, Drought got a little impatient, I think, in terms of, like, not holding scenarios. They're trying to get, like, a flank right there. And I think that's just kind of what ended up kind of losing the round for them.
It was a perfect use of the ult, though, you and I were talking about, too. They waited, they got a kill, they've got the call-outs for B, and then immediately Solix, who's sitting at 7-1 right now, gets a great kill with the run back. And yeah, you talked about the eco. This should be 4-0 Landslides, I would expect.
Oh, yeah.
Get out of my way.
I don't know. We have seen Esports Towers sheriffs sometimes.
You get the knives from the Jet from Maeve on the Drought side, so she might be able to make a play with those knives. Memphi, though, immediately gets the double kill, looking to dodge the knives. What a grenade.
Nice grenade. Yeah, I think Raze gets a lot of value on this. Oh, Showstopper does not, barely hits the dish.
Almost an insane solo player from Memphi. Oh, Maeve with that. You talked about it. The sheriffs and the Spectres for Esports Tower are just next level.
Oh, we do a flank from Vipers. Does get Spike down, so they do know they're trying to rotate there, but it looks like Vipers is just kind of run back. Does not want to hold that Spike because they know they're kind of at a weird numbers disadvantage.
They do get the Phantom from one of the members of Landslides at least. Get a little bit closer on the gun discrepancy.
I think unless others have guns, you should probably give it to the person who has more HP because he's pretty low here.
I think they both have it actually because they have killed 2 members of the Landslides. Yeah, so they did it both. They both do have, I think, one Phantom, one Vandal.
I do like this play. They're kind of both just playing to this B site.
30 seconds
They
left.
know one's over here because they did get picked there, but
they know Viper's over there, as you mentioned. This is huge. If Viper goes down, this side is wide open. You have a rotation coming out from Bofi, though.
Oh, nice shot from Viper there.
Spike down B.
Oh, nice. Honestly, I really enjoy how Viper played that slow and just played a good angle, right? Sometimes people play these really short angles that are basically impossible to react to, and Viper's had a really good just kind of hold and played it, honestly, quite well. I'm guessing this is a timeout from... It was from Tackers, yeah, so it's going to be from the Drought. And, I mean, I don't blame them. They're down 4-0. They did just have a save round, though, so I think it's a good timeout to have. You're going to have a buy round now, and I think this is where, okay, hey, what are we doing wrong? What can we do? Because this is going to be our round 2. This is the round they need to win more than anything else.
And the Drought were the team, we talked about that in the Open against the Tsunamis in the semifinals, went down 9-3. I think at 10-4, they called a timeout. Ended up winning 7 straight rounds to take the lead. So this team does a very good job, the Drought does, of calling tactical timeouts. You're right. They just had a save round where they got a couple of kills. Now they get a full buy round, and they can really kind of work out where's things going wrong. We're down 4-0. None of the rounds have been too close. I think there was the one round they planted that was a 2-on-1, but even then, it never was that close in terms of the end because it was just a great pick there. So I like this timeout, and I want to see how it works out for them because the Drought have really been one of the few teams that you even mentioned last week. They call timeouts, and they actually use them well as opposed to we're down 9-3. Let's just keep muscling through. Something might change.
Yeah, I agree. I think timeouts are huge in terms of like sometimes you just need that the breath of fresh air. Sometimes you kind of get going and you start doubting yourself, and sometimes you even need like if you have a coach, of course, you can time out and be like, hey, like calm down, guys. Let's recoup. Like let's get it going. And then usually that's all you need. Sometimes you just need like a little quick break to really get back in the game of like, okay, we're better than this, instead of like the doubt and all that stuff that kind of floods your mind when stuff is not going very well, especially when it's like a 4-0 and you're like, okay, well, we just lost, our bye round versus their bonus round. Like, that feels bad. So sometimes you just need to recollect and then just, reassure people of like, hey, like, it's only 4-0. Like, we still have a lot more game to play.
We'll hop back into it. You have a pair of ults up on the side of the Drought. Hey, right off the timeout, they get a kill onto Memphi, who's one of the better players on the landslide. So already a great start to this round number 5.
Big time, and now they're kind of playing slow. I kind of like this. Drought's just kind of playing slow, looking for picks. They do have the numbers advantage. They do have ult here, and I think it's actually pretty big on these sites because he can kind of get a lot of surface area for his ult. So we'll see what end up they going for. Kind of looks like they're going for this A side push this part.
It does look like they're going to immediately all rotate over to A, and it's just Cozy trying to hold it down. Maeve gets a pick onto Solik. Cozy with the double spray, and it's already down to a 2-on-3. Making a 3-on-1.
Yeah, that was a little interesting play for the most part from Molly there, because the biggest thing about Vandal versus Phantoms for the most part, right, is that when you're shooting a Vandal through a smoke, they can see your traces. Like, it's very easy to kind of know where you are, like, relative to where you're shooting. Whereas if you're using a Phantom, they can't see that. So I think if there's a smoke on the outside and you're just spraying through, you're basically like, hey, I'm right here.
That was almost an insane play by Cozy, by the way.
Yeah.
He got the double kill, and I was actually going to comment because it might have had an impact, but Orthodox was at like 10 HP. He almost got the triple spray, and if he gets that, that's a completely different round. He's 10 HP away from winning the round as Solix gets caught in a 1v3.
Yeah, they're playing aggressive this round. They're just going straight A. They're not letting them for any opportunity to kind of get comfortable, and Orthodox just gets a great pick onto Cozy. They have the whole site now.
Force the rotations over from the rest of the landslides. We've got a couple of one flanking through spawn, one coming through mid. Vipers does get taken out though in the spawn. It's a great job by Devin predicting that lurk. And now you're in a 2-on-5 retake, which if the landslides, maybe you just back off this round and say this feels like a save round, Memphi.
Yeah, I mean it just depends how much I think eco they have. If you're trying to save for something maybe, but
see if they may get a pick.
We're going to get some old points for that showstopper.
Memphi's had some great grenades.
That's okay, it happens.
We don't want to talk about that.
Everyone's been there.
We'll just pretend it didn't happen.
Oh, that was a grenade.
This is a great pitch by Maeve, too.
Just pinch him down. Get the round. There we go. Now it's 2-4 Drought after the timeout. Got a 2 streak going. So if they win this round, I think it's going to be a pretty interesting half. Not that it's not right now, but
yeah, I mean, they win this. It's a save round for the landslides. You can see they are mainly full buys. Memphis stuck on the Spectre, though.
Yep.
Triple all, I mean, some of those ults a little harder to get value out of, though. Of course, like the Cypher ult.
Yeah, I also think Omen's kind of hard sometimes, too, for the other side for Drought. Just because, like, you should basically use it for information more than anything sometimes, I think.
Pofi's right on the other side.
If he just rips Rolling Thunder right here.
He should. I mean, he saw 2, maybe even 3. Oh, Solix has not had a great start. Pofi gets down.
Scythe read him like a book, honestly. He knew he was right there and just kind of opens the gate before he does for the door and then just catches him off guard. Oh, Vipers was caught looking somewhere else.
I don't know what happened in this timeout. This does not look like the same Drought team.
Yeah.
They're running through the landslide.
Ooh. Oh, nice shot from Memphis. That was fantastic.
Does get the Vandal, runs into May, but fortunately.
And that's they just are crushing him in these rounds too. Like it's not really that close. Like those 4 alive, and it seems like they're just kind of reading what they're gonna do. Like I mean, like right there, Drought just playing aggressive there and going out with a bang, and next thing you know, they have 1 lurking as well. 4-3, and it's a save from Landslides.
Yeah, this expects to be a pretty easy win for the Drought, but again, Sheriffs in the Esports Tower have been a wild card.
Oh, they're getting at least 2, I would say.
They have, I mean, I don't think he'd use any of the ults here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would expect at least a couple. Maybe Vipers gets aggressive here. Has Solix on the other side of the door.
Yep, Solix gonna stay there this time. He's gonna wait with the shot. It seems like he has a shorty or some or judge. Yep. Oh.
Trying to bait people in, I think. For the flash. Oh, there is so many people there.
Oh, nice. That was a fantastic play, honestly.
Looking for another.
He wants the gun.
Oh,
tragic.
Solix maybe get a shot in the back.
Orthodox said, "You're not running away from me." Oh, a Bucky.
I like this shoot. We've seen a lot of shotguns at the Esports Tower, and I like it.
Oh yeah, I'm a big fan.
Oh.
Oh.
And it's all Memphi's got the Marshall
Once
and a dream.
Does Memphi get one? We'll see. KO is very low, so maybe that at the very least. But
Spikes down. It's gonna make it even harder. Yeah, man, he needs a pick out to KO, as you mentioned, who is basically just one shot from anything.
oh!
I mean, you gotta respect the no-scope headshot on a Mave, though.
Yeah, I mean, that was a fantastic. Yeah, that was a nice shot.
Hey, you're right, they get two. I mean, I didn't expect it to get the second one in this way in particular, but they'll take it.
The play outside A was fantastic in that little tunnel, the hallway there. But other than that, it was kind of sucked because I think greeting for the gun kind of made that not go so hot.
Yeah, I think if they held and maybe got another good judge play from Solix, they would have done a lot better than, yeah, you're right. Greeting for the gun definitely got, I believe it was Vipers killed.
And I understand, like, I get it, because like, that's what you want, because all you have is a, Spectre, but not a Spectre, but a Ghost. But sometimes you got to hold a little restraint. This could be a big ult from Memphi.
Getting ready for it.
Nice.
Oh, gets one on the dead shot and gets out alive. Here's to run it back.
Yeah.
Try and get some information.
Ooh, and the KO ult to follow.
Solix did get the kill at least.
He's popping early. Oh.
He did, yeah. Does get taken out there by Bofi, but as
he does have his ult though, so he can. Oh, never mind. Bofi just getting the 3K with that Odin.
Well, he had the ult, and then Bofi with the Odin said, no.
Yeah, I was like, well, he could get res here because he isn't KO ult, so he can just get picked up.
Oh,
what a judge!
It definitely sounded like it. All right, there's the Landslides back in control. Started off with a great showstopper, by the way.
Yeah, I like these showstoppers. I mean, whatchamacallit? Memphi's just been ripping these. He just kind of, sees one, throws a grenade, gets a little bit of info, and then he's just, the showstopper's just being used. And I like that a lot because, I mean, getting one with the showstopper every time is just really hard to actually react to.
Yeah, and the one that just barely clipped the satellite dish earlier.
Yeah, that was a little tragic. But, hey, been doing a great job. Also, the run it back's been used a decent amount.
Yeah, basically the only ults that we've held on to are the ones that we talked about that are a little hard to use. You've got the
Omen ult.
The Omen ult, the Cypher ult. Knives are up, but of course, if you have a gun, you don't need to use knives.
Yeah, I think Astra's Dissipate only recently came up.
And the round's been so fast, it's been almost impossible to use it to Dissipate.
They are defending, so it's kind of hard to use Astra while defending because you don't want to use it to their advantage in any type of way.
It's a great first blood there from Memphi onto Mave. Devin does get at least a one for a trade, but is taken quite low. Oh, Vipers. This takes one out. And here we get the Cypher ult. I like this play from the Drought.
Spike planted.
So they do have a 3v3 here. So it looks like a good angle since, this is probably the biggest open area they can kind of get. Ooh, nice Cypher cam.
Tagging Memphi there, I think that was.
Good smoke. Ooh. We do have the Odin coming in from the top. Memphi does get one.
Who cares if he tagged Memphi? He's been playing phenomenal.
They have the firing squad coming in.
I like that play. We've seen too many times where it's like a 1v3 and they're like, oh, I'll go in and then you go in. And I like just gun them down. Just absolutely blast them with the Odin and the Vandal.
I also like the them shooting through the wall in the upper, like the upper white, like sight-wise, because like that's the only spot you can actually stand. So it's like a majority of the time, someone's gonna be there, and if you just shoot through, like you're probably gonna get a kill there, which is great. And then at that point, it's 3v2, so makes it a lot easier. And fantastic round from Landslides there. It was a great attack.
This has been so hard to feel like who's in control because we saw the Landslides win 4 straight pretty comfortably. Great timeout by the Drought. They tied up at 4, and then the Landslides kind of figured things out again. It feels like I'm slightly want to favor the Landslides, but this has not been a blowout map as you might have expected after those first 4 rounds.
Yeah, I think whenever Landslides are kind of like pulling away a little bit, it seems like Drought kind of pulls back and is like, all right, it's not over yet. So it is a 6-4. I think these next 2 rounds are going to kind of determine kind of the momentum going into the second half of this map.
See what the Landslides can do. They do have the Cypher ult and the Astral, as you said. The Cypher ult can be so hard, you need a body to fall right in front of you.
I also think Orthodox kind of popping off in the Cypher here in terms of Drought. Orthodox been doing fantastic for these teams that he's been playing part of.
Yeah, Orthodox has been fantastic. Not a great game 1 for Deadshot, but I think it easily turned around. And then Solix has been secret MVP here for the side of the Landslide. Hasn't had a great last few rounds after, I think, starting 7-1, but still, this Phoenix play has been pretty strong from both Sith and from Solix. They know a lot of them are. At least we can see the silhouettes are 3 of them. And Maeve giving some first blood karma back, getting out Memphis.
Maeve's gotten a lot of first bloods here.
It's pretty much been Maeve or Memphis getting first bloods on each other. It's been almost all the first bloods.
Very low now, but did get a decent amount of damage out with that Odin.
Cozy taking a little bit. Just have the Cypher cage triggered. They are all right around that corner, except for Maeve, who could have a great flank from the other side of the map as Vipers and Solix combined for 2 kills.
They're just a little too far for the Cypher ult.
Oh, no HP. Great flank by Maeve. It's a 1-on-2. I think Cozy did see where she was, though.
She's going to start playing this slow now. See if they're going to the site. They do have the site now. Maeve can get a good spot from tower here. Good smoke there from Vipers. It's going to really hurt for her to peek. They do have a lot of time, though, so they're going to play this pretty slow. Kind of figure out where they go. It's kind of testing their patience here. Maeve is going to be on the offensive, though. Drop down. I don't think they heard it.
Fortunately, they have to push that spike. Cozy and Vipers have it covered so well. They both kind of have a great angle. Oh. Maeve is... I don't even think they shot in the right direction. Cozy, though, couldn't land the shot, but Vipers can.
Yeah, I think it was a good try. Maeve got to a good spot, but the thing is, Landslides were not going to peek any scenario that they had to have a bad fight in. So I think that was a fantastic job of just showing some patience and just kind of holding and being like, all right, well, when you do decide to plant the spike, we're right here.
Yeah, we know you have to plant the spike at some point. Cozy kind of puts Vipers in a bad spot. Maeve, if they win that fight, could have easily picked off Cozy, but as you're right, they didn't peek too early.
Yep.
They had great angles, and this is a big round. 7-5 versus 8-4. Especially if the Landslides get in and win 4 straight, get back on track. So I want to see what the Drought could do here. They got a pair of ults. Knives, I'm sure, will probably be held because I think they had enough to buy this round anyway.
It's also the last round, though.
Run it back. They tried. I like that run it back. Just get aggressive.
Yep. You do lose your armor, but that's about it.
Get out of my way.
There's the knives coming out. Bofi gets a pick onto Devin.
Joke's over. You're dead.
Oh, here comes the other run it back.
Run it back immediately used. Maeve gets one onto Bofi. Oh, Vipers is in a great spot, but shot to run it back instead.
Yeah.
Oh, that is huge. FP, though, of course, getting one back. So, all right, we're in a 2v2. No, wow, these rounds have been so quick, Red Hots.
I think it's just the nature of Fracture.
Oh, Cozy.
Ooh, and like that, Landslides take the half, 8-4. As soon as I heard him ult that and look towards him, I was like, I think he's going to ult it.
I heard the ult and I was like, oh, we're just BMing, right, Memphis? Yeah, he was. I thought he'd shoot it next to him. I didn't think he would.
It's KDA, man.
Oh, my goodness. He has no idea this is coming either. He's like, did you just ult? Like, what are you? Oh.
All right. Well, 8-4 on the side of Landslides. They are going to attack now. Fractured, I think, is more so attack-sided from like what I've heard, but also I guess I haven't seen it on a competitive level, so maybe we're wrong. I think Drought definitely has some rounds they need to win. I think if starting off the pistol round could be huge for them. Seems like Drought, once they get kind of momentum going, they can get it. You know, they can at least win a couple rounds in a row. So hopefully we can kind of get that going. But we'll see how Landslides end up attacking versus the Drought approach.
Because we saw the Drought struggle with attack, as you mentioned. I think the real question is, but not even on the pistol round, it's going to come down to Memphis versus Maeve. That's been like a first blood battle almost every round. and whoever's won has usually gotten it. There's Memphi with first blood on to Sith. Immediately, though, does lose Solix.
Get some right clicks in.
There's a ton of damage players. Deadshot was one of them. Unfortunately for Memphi, the rest of his team doesn't have a lot of health.
Yep. There's a 3v2 here. They are getting the plant. The plant's big. I think plant's more important than most. Oh, I like this spot.
Oh, but he thought, that's a great job by Devin, not just running to this spot. Because he's like, oh, he'll just run right past.
Honestly, Devin can win this. They are both quite low on the other side of the landslides. He has one more flash left. Unfortunately, he uses his silence a little early, but I think it was more worth to kind of figure out where they were if they were there.
Grenade is going to go out. He might get a 1v1 here. Fakes defuse.
Oh, wow. Fantastic shot from Memphi, though. Just insta-tapped.
And that's a great job because this is on the land side of Devin. We mentioned they make sure that they don't have to take 1v1 peeks. Because Memphi was right behind his teammate, and Devin was going to have some of the best shooting of his life to win that.
I think a lot of people just kind of look over just like fundamentals like that. Because, I mean, if he's not there or she's not there, I think Devin just kind of basically almost gets both of them, right? So I think it's a fantastic job just to be like, hey, let's play together. If they peek, we'll just, we'll trade 1 for 1. And sometimes it sucks. I'm not going to lie. Yeah, it sucks sometimes being the one person that you die, like if you're dying for the other trade. You need to understand that sometimes it's just worth to win.
Get a couple of Spectres. Did see Solix upgrade to the Vandal, actually.
That's a very greedy buy, but if they're feeling it, go for it.
These grenades have been almost the best thing about this race.
The impacts have been hitting every time.
Oh! It's at least 1, but they do lose 2. That's going to be 2 Spectres be able to pick up by the Drought.
4v3?
3v3. 1v2 now for Memphi, but again, he's been playing fantastic.
Oh, nice grenade. Oh, just doesn't barely get it up. Wow. A round from Drought on the save. Extremely aggressive, gets some guns. Now, this is where the Vandals, I think they only had 1 Vandal, if I...
Yeah, they had 1 Vandal, 3 Spectres, and I think a Judge for some reason.
I think the 1 Vandal's pretty huge. Oh, a Bulldog, yeah. So a
Bulldog.
Vandal and a Bulldog, that's pretty big. Like, that is a lot of eco.
Yep.
And I think that's actually just showing... That's a little greedy from Landslides. I really think that even if you have the lead, it's really not worth to go like... I think the Bulldog's fine because Bulldog and Spectre are pretty close in price, but I think a Vandal is very greedy because now that you just give them a full-on weapon and the eco.
Yeah, the Vandal was the interesting choice for Solix, but hey, they've been playing so strong. I get maybe the, let's just put them away early.
Yeah. But now it's the opposite.
And now it's the save. You gave them a ton of eco.
Yep.
Let's see what this Vandal can do. Maeve gets that first blood, which has been so huge.
Yeah, these duelists have been doing a great job of just kind of finding first bloods all the time.
Never underestimate the sheriff of the Esports Tower.
Absolutely.
Maybe gets a couple of good picks onto somebody, but I don't think the Landslides are winning this round per se. Couple of marshals. Get really creative sometimes.
Of course.
In their save rounds.
It's like one of the best parts. Oh.
Well, they got some good damage off, at least.
Caught him off guard a little bit. Or caught off guard.
I don't think Maeve was ready for that. Ooh.
Vipers is going underneath here, looking for a flank possibly.
Yeah, Vipers is...
Man, that 8-second silence is actually so brutal now. That's a long time.
That is. KO has some great utility.
Yeah.
We've seen the Esports Tower players use them quite well at times. Oh, Memphi just got caught looking around.
Yep.
No, Bofi can't make a play either. Devin's been sneaky good this series.
Yeah, I think his KO's honestly been a fantastic pick for the last, like, what, last week or two?
Well, at least gets 1. It's worth it, at least, in some sense.
Yep.
It's a save round. You're trying to hurt the eco as much as possible. Unfortunately, that was probably, the free Vandal you gave over to them.
Yeah, it was. So, hey, happens. Maeve with the operator.
All right. I would not have expected that. I would have thought Memphi would have been our opera, but of course on the Rays that changes things. That's going to make those first bloods probably easier for me. You can see maybe Memphi 18-11, 16-11. They've basically been trading first bloods.
Yeah, and I think it's the defense side as well.
Let's see what
can get some really good angles.
Where is Maeve at? It looks like they're watching from B towards the side where Memphi was. So no one's actually going to run into Maeve's op at the moment. I want to see a showstopper here from Memphi too. Just open this side up immediately.
Oh, wow. Some great discipline just stopping early there.
Here we go, maybe?
Oh, great smoke there by Orthodox, though. It's really hard for him to peek that and get something free for it. Doesn't get him with the grenade, though. I don't know if you saw the trade from Memphi.
Yeah, I did see that. Memphi got a kill from the grave. There's Orthodox with a triple kill.
1v4.
Probably just looking for a kill here to hurt the eco.
Let's see what they end up doing here.
Oh, they could get a great...
Oh.
No, we're ready for it.
Yeah.
Crosshair was like a millimeter too high, unfortunately.
I also think they're going to bolt off there either, I think.
I don't know if they realize that Maeve has the op either. I don't know if anyone actually saw Maeve with the op, which could mean they might push B right into an op. But Orthodox, you mentioned it. We've seen a ton of him filling in last week with Landslides, got him to the grand finals and played phenomenally. This week filling in for the Drought and
popping off
with a triple kill right there, right when I think Memphi wanted to set up a good showstopper that could have opened up that round. They've now won 3 straight here, defending. Maybe Fracture's defender favored. We have seen a lot of defending
I would
rounds
say
in
maybe it is. Maybe it's more so just kind of once people start figuring it out, right? Oh, nice. Double smoke. That is how you counter the operator, but what will they do next?
Cozy barely, I do think, dodged that shot from the op. Oh man, it's the shorty as well on the ropes.
If you're gonna smoke me off, I'm gonna hold this corner.
No one's coming up here. They're gonna double smoke.
I hope they come. Oh,
Spike down.
Oh, come
you know
on.
you want to. Oh, that's gonna be hard to react to.
Cozy gets one. Little does Cozy know what's right above him.
Well, he hears it now. Oh,
Now he knows.
some warning shots.
Does get the spike at least. I don't know what you can do.
Ooh, nice
here.
shot from Solix.
All right, trying to jump around the op.
They did dodge it. Memphi does have ult up, but I think it's gonna be a next round thing.
Yeah, I don't think you want to showstopper
With
solo
33
the
HP, yeah.
op. Ooh, Maeve is repositioning. Oh, they're gonna get a great peek onto somebody, I think here. It's gonna be
Yeah.
Cozy.
Oh,
Didn't see him though.
30
very
seconds left.
low.
And look at the health bars for Drought. It's 5 and 5 for Deadshot.
One enemy
Nice
remaining.
shot.
Oh no, that would have been huge. Let's have the Phantom though. Deadshot's basically a dead man walking at this point.
One enemy.
There it is.
10 seconds
But unfortunately, couldn't quite do it. Cozy's been playing so well. This has been a great game.
Yeah, say 9-8 now. Drought. You know, they do a fantastic job of like. They lose and then they come back stronger. Like it's almost like they like being down. Like
Yeah.
something like they need something to drive them, and so it's like, all right, well if we go down a couple rounds, we can play catch up, and then like we'll take that momentum over. So we'll see.
So they use that first half as like, okay, what does the other team want to do? And then they take everything they learned in the first half, that minor break you get when you switch sides, and they just regurgitate all of it. And like that's because they've been so good in the second half. I mean, that's why they're in this semifinal. Came back from 9-3.
Ooh.
Wow. Okay, that was at least on the run it back. I was like, how do you lose that?
Yeah. Oh, huge rolling thunder here. Into the Roomba.
Should be able to get the plants down here.
Yeah, it's 4v3 now though. They do have ult on the side of
planted.
Landslides. They have a lot of them, and Drought actually.
Everybody had ults.
Yeah.
I think Landslides went into that round with all 5 ults up, popped a couple of them. Memphi's got to be careful
Yeah,
with that
it's that KO ult especially.
Here's the KO ult.
Oh, that's good too. Oh,
All of them.
Yeah, this is the wallbang. That was great shots all around. They are gonna take the.
No?
Oh, they're not.
I like leaving it, honestly.
I think like offensive opping this map is only gonna work with Jet. I really think there's too many angles that's really hard to actually get a good peek and be safe from it.
I should play some Astral Stars in this reality.
Maeve, I think, got a kill or 2 on the operator, but it seems like the Vandal's kind of the game choice, I would say, in terms of like how they're doing this game.
Yeah, I just felt like with how this map is designed, like the op is basically roll the dice. If they push into you, you can have a great hold,
Yeah.
and they just never really pushed into the op. So they never really got value from it, as you said.
Nice shot for the silence there.
Did get the Omen teleport, at
Yep.
least. Did not see where. Maybe even just using it for information.
Yeah, I think it was just information for the pop.
I like the shorty hold here by Maeve, though. This is... You can catch somebody off guard here. Solix thinks he knows. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
I will say that it's always kind of scary though when a Raze ults and like you're the one who's like trying to stop them because you're like, if I don't stop them, I'm getting blown up.
To get the Cypher ult going to be used there from the Drought. So they do have a little bit of an idea where Solix and company are.
A little bit of healing going on here. Oh, close.
I
Probably
want to
lost that one.
see Cozy. Maybe if they can get a pick, Cozy can drop that neural theft.
Both of us have just been on this Odin grind this game, which I don't think we've seen before.
No.
I mean, it's going pretty well though.
Not besides Zed, Evan, and Bofi, clearly the Odin gamers in the esports tower. And Bofi's had some great plays. They just need one pick here. Oh, well, unfortunately, that's not what they needed.
Left.
B's open, though. B is just wide open for at least a free plant.
4v2 here for the Drought.
Devin, nice play.
Devin's been having some really good angles in this KO, kind of been holding it down. If Vipers can get a plant down, it's probably pretty good.
Devin's probably going to
get into the corner, yeah. Here comes the 1v4 clutch. Here
we go.
And 1-0.
Well,
that was a good try.
Yeah?
That's when you have the, yeah, nice try, man, nice try.
You tried, good job, good job. We can't be mad, we can't be mad. We put you in that spot.
I love those comms sometimes.
Give it to the Phoenix. Interesting.
I think yeah.
Oh, that gets the running back is
So running back has a lot of value right now. At least it seems like each team has been using it pretty well for the most part.
Mm-hmm.
And is 9-10. Drought, every time they win around, they lose the next one. So we'll see if this keeps on going or if they're going to kind of even it up this round. Big round here for the Drought. This is a very close game. Seems like Maeve might do the offensive op here with a little peek, which would be great. I think if you get a pick and dash out, that's going to be a huge difference.
And I think, yeah, the landslide's starting to hurt a little bit. They have one Spectre still, so if they lose this round, they might be forced to eco in the next round. There it is. There's the op right off the rip, right on the Solix.
Doesn't have to use dash, so they can actually peek again and try to look for a second one if they're feeling so.
Luckily for the landslides, they did leave the spike behind.
Concealment.
Oh, not anymore.
They do smoke off the... Yeah, well, at least Solix didn't die with the spike. Oh, Memphi might get another quick grenade here.
Ooh.
Barely misses. There's the Astro Wall.
Oh, almost had the transfer. That was a good try, but does get one at least. There's now a 4v3 for Landslides. Does have some good shots on the wall.
Vipers
32.
Yeah, now it's all and Vipers, I think they know you're there. Oh.
Yeah,
Almost.
just a little bit. That's okay.
I think
and even it up.
There you go. And I think
10-10.
Forces an eco round for the landslides. So Drought have battled all the way back.
That's what they do best.
Yeah.
I actually do not think Drought won their games without coming back from like a deficit.
Yeah, I think last week in the semifinal, I don't think they led till this round,
Honestly,
till 10-10.
I think it was like an 8-4.
It
I
was?
really do.
Yeah.
I feel like there's been a lot of 8-4s in Esports Tower, which is actually crazy to me, like how much that happens. But the second half, it's like a close game, which is cool. I love those games.
I think the second half, if the Drought win or at least, you know, keep doing well, this has to all go to the fact Landslides won the second pistol round, tried to go full upgrade. He got a Vandal and then lost somehow.
Yeah, that's a big...
That changed everything.
It did indeed. So now this is going to be the round to kind of go up here. Let's see if Drought takes this momentum forward and hits him with 11-10.
Memphi did still upgrade. We did see a share from Solix, so I don't think it's a full buy. Oh, Deadshot's going to walk into Memphi.
Yeah.
Did a decent bit of damage.
Oh. Nice. That was a really good peek there. Yeah, you lose your armor, but I think it's very worth.
Devin gets another one. Maeve with this op should be able to make quick work.
Shoot.
Yeah, no, it's always so bad when we see that. So just shoot. Just take the shot. Oh, the knives. Who needs them? Devin's like, no,
Devin with the 8 HP gets the double. Now with a 3K for the round.
Cozy's got to make a play. He's going into knives.
Good try to hit him with the Nerf gun here. Oh,
there's
and
the
Maeve just...
The knives are interesting there, especially, I mean, maybe they didn't know it was an eco round.
I think it was more so just that I think it's better to knives there because you know they're coming and you don't really want to get, like, I think it's better than the op there for sure. And here comes the timeout from the landslides. They had the lead the entire game. Drought goes up 1. They're now basically in the losing position. I think it's a great time for a timeout. And honestly, I will say, Fish, I love, we talked about this a little bit last week, but I love the timeouts. I think it's a very important part, and I think they do a fantastic job of doing what they needed to do. Like a minute timeout, you're not going to get the crazy plan. You're not doing like, you know, the whiteboard stuff for the plays. It's more so of just calming people down. I mean, especially since these kids are in high school and stuff like that. Sometimes, you know, you're not used to a lot of like competitive stuff. So I think sometimes it's really nice to get a overall just talk about it, because you know sometimes talking about it's all you need. You know.
And you mentioned it with the drought. It's about just like taking a little bit of a break.
Yeah.
Like, you know, you've lost so many rounds in a row, 4 or 5 if you're the Landslides. Like, hey, just get it from your computer, do some stretching, and you say it's not going to be this crazy. Hey, everybody, get in Discord. Let me start streaming. I'm going to draw this up on like my homework of what we need to do. It's just like take a little bit of a breather, just step away from the game. I look like maybe like a buy round for the Landslides still come out here, so they should be able. I don't know if Memphi's able to buy though. That's the one I want to see, because he did buy last round.
My guess is they only bought because they can buy now. Yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
Because I really don't think you buy that unless you have the money to do that.
So we'll
Which is interesting, because I don't know how that kind of got to that point, but maybe just all the kills added up. But
yeah, Memphi has the most kills in the game. Top fragging really is what we're used to seeing. It's been a few rough rumbles for Memphi, but he is back in command. Oh, dead shot.
Off your feet!
oh, nice rolling thunder here. Dead shot.
Dead shot and Orthodox.
They had a great
combining.
angle. I will say that was a very interesting rolling thunder approach, because they went the sideway, kind of not towards like the end of hallway there, which I think is a lot probably a better scenario for them, because I think with the rolling thunder you kind of really can get like that entire site with that rolling thunder, right, rather than like having the left side where it can have multiple ankles. So
Memphi does wait out the KO all there. 1v1 Memphi and May. This is what you want. Uh-oh. Oh, what a grenade.
yeah, say great grenade. Oh, a lot of damage.
That's the shorty.
Oh,
To get it.
I think he knew that Memphi was low.
Oh my goodness. They were wow. What a play.
You know what's funny is that actually only works pretty well there with the shorty, because the shorty has the shortest pullout time in the game of all guns.
And that explains why Maeve has bought the shorty every round that she's bought me up.
Yep, because it's such a fast like swap.
For that round.
That's why
right
Yoros do the same thing. Granted, we never see Yoro, but
there. You know, 1 or 2 of these sports.
but when you ult on Yoro, you actually want a shorty, because as soon as you pull it out, it's the fastest thing to pull out, so you're not locked.
Well, who would have thought we'd be on match point thanks to a shorty?
Yep, 12-10 here for the side of Drought. I think it'd be a big map to win here for the Drought.
I think we'll have to talk about it if the Landslides lose. I mean, this will be their 3rd straight grand final.
I also think they have they don't have much eco, I think, this round.
Yeah, they have to win. Well, obviously they have to win for
Memphi won with
multiple
the
reasons.
light armor. But the last 3 rounds, by the way.
That's just, I mean, hey, when you get down to a one-on-one.
Joke's over. You're dead!
Oh, the run it back.
He
is
did
gonna
see
come
him, though.
out. They take out Bofi, but the run it back at least.
Devin's been
gets
having some
one.
great rounds here with his holds.
Solik takes a double kill with the run it back.
Yep, Orthodox does get 1 in retaliation, though. Or at least, no, he doesn't. He just gets the run it back.
They did take out Bofi,
Spike
though.
planted.
3v4 with Landslides getting now to hold this back. It's be kind of a hard scenario for this Drought retake.
Probably get a kill here. You maybe would just send the Neural Theft because it is match point.
If you can get to it.
Boy, saw at least one. There's the showstopper.
Yep.
Goodbye, Devin.
1 enemy remaining.
And Memphi's looking like they're going to clean this up. Yep.
Cozy will get that last one.
Fantastic round overall. We got a 12-11 now for the Landslides. Then they only lost 1 there, so they're going to have the eco to basically just get them a gun and then keep going.
Yeah. So we're going to get a full send here on this round. We'll get a run it back versus a Neural Theft that for Cozy has been up for, I think, most of the second half. But again, it is so hard to get value. And Maeve going to try and op again. See if they can get him. They're going to run right into Memphi off the rip, too.
I do like the option of the op, but I feel like it hasn't been the thing they kind of need. I think Maeve's been doing a great job on those picks with the Vandal, but hopefully she can prove me wrong here in this next round.
Do realize that Memphi's over there. You hear the op go off. It did not land, though. It's a scary 1v1. I'm just like, watch. Here we go. Cozy's over here now as well.
Going through arcade. We'll see if they can go through tower, maybe get a pick or 2.
Devin taking quite a bit of damage.
Memphi with a great flank. They're playing so aggressive here on this attack.
Immediately use that Neural Theft. They have gotten the run it back used, though, but
Yeah,
So they don't actually know.
3v4 here, but it's looking pretty landslide favored. Missing a lot of bullets there from Scythe.
Well, Maeve going to be in a 1v1.
You are divided.
Good try.
That's the shorty. I think
Oh, nice headshot there.
ready for it. He's very low.
Oh, got him really low.
This time realized the shorty was there, backed up a little bit to try and cut some of the damage off. And here we go. We're going to overtime on Fracture.
Yes, we are. And just like that, Landslides after the timeout is feeling like themselves again and gets the tie to get them into overtime.
Can I get a
This
drop?
might be our first overtime game of the Esports Tower this fall.
Memphi is ripping the op. No armor because that's all you can really afford in rounds like this. So, I mean, honestly, it really depends what they're trying to do.
I feel like
Memphi has 30 kills.
Memphi has 30 kills, 30 and 17. I feel like the same criticism for Maeve is fair for Memphi, though. We haven't seen him with the op yet, but he's been playing so well with the Vandal. Why, in overtime, why would you change that? But we'll see.
I think because they've actually been kind of struggling defensive side on this map because obviously the Drought kind of got their big lead through the attack side. So they must be trying to kind of hold an angle and with like the op, like, hey, you hold this angle with the op. Let's see if we can hold this down while we do something else somewhere else.
Trying to see where.
That's the only kind of thing I have going for me for that, right? Because obviously your defense is not working, so...
Bofi gets one.
Spike down.
Yeah, does
A.
trade. That's fine.
They know the spike is over there. Memphi is on B, so Memphi is not part of this as Scythe gets a great pick. It's all up to Cozy here on B while the rest of the team comes over.
Oh, nice shot there from Cozy.
Spike down.
I don't think
A.
Sith quite
Oh,
solid.
does get the second one.
One more. The box is defending, trying to rotate over. What a play from Cozy. Gets taken out, but leaves his team in a 1-on-2 versus Devin.
Devin has been doing quite well, I think. So let's see if he can pull it off on this KO here. I don't think he has that much utility left.
The hard thing here is that you got an op and a frenzy if you're Memphi. You don't really have anything else.
I think if Devin can get one, it can be pretty... The thing is, the spike's in kind of a bad spot, but they're not holding the spike. So if he can get to the spike... Oh, I don't think he heard it. So we're good.
30
I would have liked to
seconds
see the Landslide maybe hold the spike a bit more aggressively there. They are obviously going to hear
Oh, this
land.
be hard. This be hard.
There it is.
Yeah, nice shot there from Memphi. And there we go. Landslides are up 13-12. They've now taken the lead here. Drought going to be on the defensive here. It seems the defense has been kind of struggling for both sides here, except for this round. Landslides ended up taking it. So maybe they've kind of
Switching
figured it out
sides.
here. Actually, no, it hasn't been.
Yeah, the defenders have been
Yeah,
winning
sorry,
a
the
lot
defenders
of our
have been winning a lot.
rounds.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I'm very curious. You see the no op this time for Memphi.
Yep.
What can they do? 13-12, game one of our
Memphi
Week
with
4 Grand Finals.
31 kills, by the way.
30 in regulation, too. It wasn't like he padded
Yeah,
his stats in
yeah.
overtime. That was 30 in regulation.
Orthodox and Devin kind of overtaken here on the kills and leaderboard, but let's see what they do. We get flashbanged into the round.
I don't know if you would have flashbanged the casters off the rip there.
It's okay. We're used to it.
We're back. I want to see how they attack. 'Cause you're right. It's been so hard to attack. Oh, no. Bofi gets caught with the utility out.
Okay, that's really good for the Drought start, though. That's what they want.
Ooh, Devin gets
There
it.
we
That
go.
is huge, too. On
5v3.
to Memphi, of all people, as well.
It's going to be whoever wins this attack round. Whoever wins the attack rounds, I think, is going to win the game.
Looks like the Drought.
Unless they hit him with a 2v5. And
Drought.
make me eat my words.
Complete control here, though. That's the hard thing.
Although it wouldn't eat my words because I did say whoever wins attack.
Attacking. They are attacking. Smart caster never, always hedges your bets. I mean, I don't know where you go here if you're the Landslides, though. There's got two behind you on A.
I think you
Got
just,
two on B.
you just kind of hope that one of them just peaks.
Well, Maeve did peek and did quite a bit of damage
Maeve
to
not
Cozy.
using the op, by the way.
Player standing.
All up to Vipers, who gets caught.
And
Not the shorty who get the kill,
I'll say
but
does have her trusty shorty. I think's had a lot of value in this game.
Drought win, and we'll reset and do it again.
I think it's gonna be whoever wins this attack round.
See what the oh, here we go, defensive op for Memphis. So it looks like Memphi's gonna opt defensively and probably Vandal offensively.
Just holding this B here though, because I think the B, like I said, I think B is the one that's kind of harder to come back and retake once the attackers have the site.
It begins.
And we've seen a lot of picks on that hallway that Memphis looking down, but I don't think that they're going to run into anyone, actually. Maybe Devin.
Ooh,
there it is.
That's not a good way to start the round here for Drought, but that is okay because they can still come back for this one.
And they just used a lot of utility for Memphis, but no one's close. Everyone else on the Drought side is over on A. It is a 3v2, or a 3v3, excuse me. Or 3v2, excuse me.
On this side, yeah.
Yeah, for this site. The rest of them are coming
There
over.
we go. That's what they need to get going. It's 3v3 now.
Get the plant down, force the retake with Memphis here.
Spike planted.
3v2. Can they
Let's
get
see what they can go.
Vipers and Memphis next to each other? Somebody could spray them down if they wanted to, if they could get lucky.
They just got to play it slow here. Memphis is going crazy with this op aggressively wise.
Showstopper.
Just got to play slow here for the showstopper.
Oh, just barely misses. And they're reloading the op, and Synth glitches in. Woo. Oh my goodness.
That spray had me nervous.
Sides.
That was...
Match point.
Wow. That's the downside of the op when you're not on Jet and you don't have the knives. You don't really have a great way to push. I would like to see them slow plays. I don't know why they challenge them individually.
You know what Memphis was missing? A shorty.
True. Shorty maybe.
Could have popped the shorty there. Blah, blah.
Maybe. Here we go.
Hey, here we go. 14-13 Drought. They did win the attack round. Let's see if my words were right.
See if the Landslides can keep this going.
Fantastic game so far. I really do not like this. They have lost every round they have tried going this way.
A has not been a good site.
And not even just Landslides, like Drought-wise. They try to go through the door, and every time each team is just getting obliterated.
To get a 1-for-1, so it's a 4v3.
The Landslides have 3 on the side of attack.
Oh, Solix with a great pick, but gets sprayed through the smoke.
3v2. Okay, 2v2 now.
Vipers gets the plant down. Cage is immediately triggered. It's a 1v2 here on the spot. What Vipers?
Cozy's deciding that staying up there next to Dish is not worth it here.
Maeve now rotating over.
Cover going out.
Okay, so they have a 2v2. Let's see if they can kind of pull it out.
Cozy's behind. Spike's up top. Oh,
Nice
Cozy
shot from
peeks. Here we
Maeve.
go. Vipers.
Nice smoke.
Spray through the smoke. Oh,
And
what
there
a
we
challenge.
go, and Drought takes the map.
Wow.
I'm telling you, Drought losing 8-4 is actually better than them being up 8-4.
You got to throw. You got to throw. That was a crazy
Fantastic
round.
game.
What a way to kick off our Week 4 Grand Finals. Going at it alone can only get you so far. We saw that. Landslides, they tried to 1v1 instead of just double pushing at Scythe in that last overtime round. Lost on attack or lost defending, and that's where everything went south. That was an absolutely insane game. You can see how talented all 10 of these players are. Esports Tower really takes time to create teams of well-matched teammates. I want to give a shout out to the coaches, and if you're watching, you haven't checked out Esports Tower clubs yet, you should. It is the fast track to rank up. My goodness. The debut of Fracture could have not gone better for the Esports Tower Red Hots. Overtime, 15-13. We'll go to Icebox, but before we go to break, your quick thoughts on that absolutely insane Game 1 we just saw.
I mean, that was fantastic. Like I said, I think both teams obviously use their timeouts as well. I mean, you saw, when Drought used their timeouts, they got to swing their way, and then obviously when the Landslides used their timeouts, they swung their way. I mean, both teams were just battling it out, and honestly, whoever won the attack round ended up winning the game. It was just, it seemed like defensive-wise, both teams just had a really good grasp on how they defend these maps, and it seems like they're kind of struggling in attack of how they wanted to not only play to the site, though, but more so playing retake. You saw a lot of kind of weird scenarios where they did get the plant down, but the retake, they didn't have the positions, or sometimes they were pushing a little too early for the defensing on the site. So overall, it was a really fun map to watch. I think Fracture's a really cool map, and I think we have a lot to learn to see, for teams to learn on the map as well. So hopefully Icebox, we can see a lot more kind of comfort on and see what they do there.
Well, the Drought now 1 game away. The Landslides get Icebox, one of their favorite maps, I've been told. Can they push this series to a Game 3, or will the Drought be crowned their first champions of all time? We'll find all of that out after this short break.
NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
Welcome back into this week's broadcast of the Esports Tower Rumble in Valorant. It's the grand finals for Week 4, broadcasting it live from the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. The Drought jumped out to a 1-0 series lead with a win on Fracture, and I don't think anything we could say about that map would do it justice, Red Hots. That was absolutely insane. So we'll move on to Icebox, a map that the Landslides really, really love. A very strong map for them, looking to even out this series, but the one thing that I really want to talk about, Red Hots, is you have to wonder where the Landslides are mentally. Not only do they have a pretty sizable lead, I think like 8-4 at one point, 8-4 at the half, I do remember. They lose that. They're facing potentially 3 straight second-place finishes, and I feel like they might start pressing here on Icebox. Like, we can't finish second this many times in a row. Something finally has to go our way.
Yeah, I agree. I think for the Fracture map, that was like probably our best case scenario for the first time seeing that map. I think Landslides, right? They have, and the thing is, like every time they've kind of lost, it's been close, and that really does hurt overall instead of just like getting kind of blown out. But I think when you're that close the entire game, especially in overtime, I think it's just like, hey, we just gotta do a couple little changes to kind of make up for that. And I think obviously, hey, we're going to Icebox, one of our preferred maps, so let's kind of slow it down. Let's figure out what we want to do, and then let's play our style to kind of make sure that we can get this map 2 to make it to a game 3, and then hopefully maybe win the series for them. But I think Drought's doing a fantastic job. New team again for the Esports Tower, making it all the way to finals here, and win map 1, especially in an overtime finish. That shows they've got a lot of their mental strength of this team is huge. Like I do kind of joke around and stuff like that, but like it has been true. They have not won a game this entire time of them being up like in the first half. Like I think every time it's been like 8-4. So they've been doing a fantastic job. They use their timeouts very well in terms of like the spots where they need to really kind of pick it up in order for them to have a chance to win the game. So I think they've been doing a fantastic job, and obviously hopefully we see another great game coming up.
Landslides and Drought on Icebox, game number 2 of our Week 4 Grand Finals. The Drought are on match point in this best-of-3 series. The Landslides looking to force it to a game 3. Just a few weeks ago, Landslides in this spot 13-0'd a team to force a game 3, but then couldn't get it done in the end. And we will hop right into Icebox here. It looks like we will have Drought on the left, Landslide on the right. The Landslide all ready to go with a couple of interesting swaps. They're going to keep Solix is on the Viper now, but Bofi on the Raze is the very interesting one. Memphi back on that Jet. I think they probably want to opt and do it very, very well.
Yeah, it seems like Landslides are kind of prioritizing this Raze as their second duelist here. Seems like we're not going to see a Phoenix for each side here. Instead, we're going to see the Reyna and the Deadshot on the Jet. We're going to see Maeve on the Viper, which is throwing everything around a little bit. I mean, Sith did play the duelist last round, but Deadshot especially, I think we've seen Deadshot on a lot of controllers, like the Omen or stuff like that. So really interested to see the Jet coming from Deadshot. Had a pretty good game last game overall, so I guess we'll see it. Orthodox also going with the Sage rather than a Cypher, because I think just Cypher doesn't work too well in Icebox. We have not seen Drought in Icebox yet, I believe.
No, not to my knowledge.
So they're probably playing a little different there. There's no Killjoy on the side for them. Instead, they're going to go for the Sky, which I do like. We're seeing double Viper. And Sova versus the Sage. We have pretty different comps here comparatively to what we usually kind of see, which is kind of like a one interchangeable, right? But this time we're kind of seeing a lot of different agent choices here.
I think that the two interesting ones that you kind of touched on was Deadshot on the Jet and Maeve on the Viper, and then Solix on the Viper and not that Killjoy, because I think Solix on the Killjoy has been one of the best Killjoys in Esports Tower. So interesting that maybe he has a certain lineup that he really, really likes on this Viper. We will have to see, because we've seen some great Viper lineups on Icebox that can just really stall out the point as we get a full B rush here from the Landslide. Sith trying to hold it down and quickly realizes he stands no chance.
I also like that what Landslides did there. They just kind of threw the Sova arrow onto A and then just kind of were ready to push B instantly just to kind of throw them off, because a lot of teams actually go A a lot of these first rounds. So kind of switching it up here. Ooh, through the wall there. May right click. Love to see it sometimes.
Oh, wall does go up. Maeve also going to throw up a Viper smoke as well. Just stick the defuse. Immediately found out, though.
Ooh,
nice trade.
Back and forth going here, but they're kind of running slowly low on time.
Solix into trade before taking out. Now it's down to a 1-on-2. Up to Maeve. Ooh, Vipers is going to win that one.
The one thing, I mean, I will say it was a really close round, but I will say I think people should just really get into the habit of just shooting the bomb. Or the spike, because you can destroy those mollies. Like those do get destroyed, and I think if you just shoot early there, it makes it so that the Landslides have to peek you, because they're playing around the edge with the thought in mind of we have mollies. But if you get rid of the mollies, I think it's you force them to peek you, right? Because I mean they're playing at containers over there, and it's really hard. They can't actually defend the bomb without peeking. But hey, Landslides took the first round, and it seems like Sith has his knife out.
Couple of great kills there for Memphi.
Brought a knife to the gunfight. Sorry, that was terrible.
That's it. You tried. You know, we're not going to judge
Last
you.
player standing.
Oh, whoa. Maeve is dipping and dodging. Good try.
Get some help there.
Quick bonus round.
And they were like, meet mid, and we just want to get this over with. Like, everyone just went mid immediately.
Sith got the knife mid question mark, but did not get a response.
They're like, yeah, we'll go mid. We didn't agree to the knife part, though.
Yeah, it is true. Here comes a bonus from Landslides. Hopefully we can kind of see the Drought end up picking up this round here, but it seems like Landslides are feeling pretty good about this, playing very aggressive on this Icebox, not really doing any funny hesitations or anything like that. They're just kind of going forward. Granted, last round the Drought kind of just ran into them. But
yeah, that was... We've seen these teams have played some very fast rounds. They're like, we have to play maybe have to play potentially 3 games tonight. Like, let's just get over with quickly. Like, we have not seen many stall out, end of rounds. It's been like, hey, 5 minutes in or 5 seconds in, it's a 4v2.
Yep.
Maeve is some great utility. I love Viper on this map in particular.
Oh yeah, there's some really cool spots here for sure. Yeah. I think Viper Spit has really got some really cool uses on this map as well.
Memphi just pushing through.
Ooh, but they have the numbers.
Ooh, good shot in the back. They do cake out Maeve, but I don't know if it was worth it losing 4 members. Solix with the Marshall, yeah.
And another just speed round. And there we go. Drought needed that. They got 4 alive, so they just have 1, so they can kind of probably end up having some sort of gun on them, at least in the slightest. Landslide, I love their aggression right now. They're just holding the W key forward-wise, but unfortunately it didn't work out due to kind of gun difference. There's an op coming out.
From Deadshot.
Deadshot, okay.
That, I saw him kind of like partially eco, and I was like,
he bought last round.
I don't think, no, I think he like had a Spectre, sold it, and then picked up a Sheriff.
I think he was the only one who died last round too.
We'll see.
Here we go.
Oh, the first time he's going to A.
Oh, nice shot. Does get the shot. That's a fantastic location there. Oh, nice shot from Memphis.
Another one off screen.
Yep, there we go. Maybe Deadshot's the opera that we didn't know.
Yeah, Deadshot had a little bit of a rough game at the start of game 1. You and I were kind of talking about it, but hey, who cares about game 1 if you're popping off in game 2?
He won the game. That's all matters.
Exactly. Had a couple of great plays at the end as well. This is the first time we get to see him. I think the first time we have seen him on anything but an Omen.
Actually, yeah. I think that is true.
Oh, played a lot of Omen last week for the Landslides.
Or Duelist for the very least.
Yeah, at least the Duelist. Yeah, I thought I played a lot of Omen last week when the Landslides had him as a free agent, and they made the grand finals.
I like the rope play.
Maybe sneak up here on.
Does hear them do the updraft for sure.
Deadshot's got to be careful. Haven't seen too much from Devin so far.
Yep.
Who was, I think, tied with Orthodox for the top fragger. There's Cozy with one. Deadshot.
Deadshot with the 3.
Triple kill. Now, I think Memphis gets in the face here. Should be able to just muzzle stuff with the Vandal. Oh, what an angle.
Woo.
Give him the ace. Give him the ace.
Ooh.
There it is. I like that's probably the first time we've ever seen a jet go airborne in the Esports tower, and it's actually worked out, by the way.
That penguin spray is so good. Did you see that?
I did, yes.
That is hilarious. Wow, Deadshot is having quite the intro on the jet op aces. This is a fantastic shot right here, by the way.
Woo! This is my favorite part. Just double dash, knows they want the ace, picks it up off the knives. All right, Deadshot, we see you.
Yeah, I mean,
wow.
maybe this is the jet that we were missing.
Here.
I mean, maybe did a fantastic job on it last round or last game, but Deadshot on the operator, in specifically, is going crazy. Hopefully he can keep this up, though, because hopefully we don't see a little one-round fluke coming around. I'm not saying that was a fluke. That was a great round, though.
Do you hear the knives?
Yep.
Memphis, ooh.
Misses 3 of them already.
Looking for a reset.
Ooh. Sometimes the reset kind of makes you double think, and that's the reason why you can get killed sometimes, you know?
I got to get value. I got to get the reset.
Yeah.
Ooh, Solic's going to get a great peek onto Maeve, but never mind. Maeve was ready for it.
Honestly, Maeve's doing a fantastic gunplay today. Some great shots, you know. Always the headshots for the most part in these interactions here.
Orthodox getting a lot of chip damage onto Cozy. They are all 3 behind that container. I don't think that's where you would be.
All utility.
Shock just barely misses. Viper's second one trying to no scope with the shock darts. Cozy taking out.
Oh, Bofi does get the trade.
Down B. Last player standing.
Call up the Vipers, who runs into Sith.
Scythe, so Sith is behind you.
So here's the thing: you can't be if you can't beat the Drought when you're up 8-4. Just simply don't be ahead of the Drought.
But now they are. Drought is now in the lead in the first half. Something we haven't seen too much.
Yeah, we know they can rally. How can they defend an advantage early on?
Maybe if they get an advantage, they just stomp.
That'd be potential. I would laugh if they somehow lose this and it's like, well, maybe we do want to throw first round. Maybe we do want
to
lose.
Winning. We're winning right now.
They go up 8-4 at the half and lose. Like, okay,
this
guys,
is kind of weird.
Never do this again. We do get a double op battle. We get Memphis versus Deadshot. I think that'll be kind of fun to see.
Deadshot, I mean, Memphis been doing pretty good on the op today, so I really want to see this actually. Op battles are pretty enjoyable. We do have a showstopper for Bofi. Let's see if they end up kind of using that. Cozy gets a pick on a Maeve.
Great first blood there. B-site wide open now with that Viper taken out. Memphis looking for a pick onto Subbuddy. Where's Deadshot going to peek from? Oh, what a flick!
Good trade by his team, though.
And team ends up bailing him out. Oh, Cozy should be able to get this with easy. The showstopper gets another one.
Wow.
Look at that. All right, we're 3-3. Drought realized, okay, you know what? We can't maybe. I want to see him double op. Give him the double op.
I think they have enough money for Deadshot to get another op.
I wanted to see the Landslide double op. Pick them both up.
Oh, no way. For attack on Icebox? No.
Come on. Look at this flick, though.
But then I will say it was a great job by Drought having the one lower, one higher to trade him. A lot of people don't trade when they go to op and they go 1-by-1, and then that's how you kind of end up with the Deadshot ace.
Yeah, they both. Memphis probably getting the op picked up by his team. As you mentioned, Deadshot had more than enough credits to be able to pick up the op
This would be a big round for Landslides if they win it, because Drought now is using the rest of their eco that they've kind of built up for this.
Let's see if the two ops should eventually run into each other. Oh, Deadshot has Bofi just locked down, by the way.
Nice grenade. Oh, I think.
Wow. Yeah. Memphis gets the kill at the end, but that was all grenade damage. Here comes Bofi.
Oh my gosh. Slinging.
The Killjoy is going to come
does
down
dink him.
Cozy. Orthodox got to run away. Should be a free plant. Now you look for the retake here if you are the Drought. You have all of your ults up. I don't think you're getting the Deadshot's body for the res,
I think
though.
Empress is the most important one here. And probably Seekers, I'd say.
Yeah, Seekers, Empress, you can probably combine for a great one. Well, Bofi now, hey, I told you double up. Bofi's picked
I like
up
this
enough
play.
now.
Oh, nice. They get one. They are kind of running against the clock at this point, though.
Shock Dart barely misses.
Nice shot.
Vipers redeems it. Should get a great flank here on to Sith. Scythe. Oh, I thought he was stuck on the rope, but never mind. All right.
No ults were used on the side of Drought, I believe. So I think they, yeah.
The
Except for
Seekers did get
the
used.
Seekers was.
Yeah.
Interesting choices, but I think they really want to win this round, but I don't think they're going to have the guns to. Oh, no, they can.
Yeah, they do get a full buy.
They have a lot of eco, my gosh.
No op is about the only small change. You do have a Bulldog there for Devin.
Which it hasn't been going well the last 2 rounds.
Yeah, it maybe was a fluke. Maybe.
I don't think it was a fluke, but I think seems like Memphis is getting some momentum here for the op. I do think ops are momentum based.
I'll go 100% agree. Once you start missing shots, you start totally like, oh, maybe I gotta adjust.
It's a confidence weapon for sure.
I think the most spectacular thing here has it's Bofi this time, was Memphis last, but the raise play. Oh, there's Memphis sneaks
That was a
up.
sick shot. This is what I'm talking about. Like if you have the confidence in the op that you're gonna hit your shots, you're gonna have some really aggressive and good angles that are gonna be really hard to be back with.
Get Devin. Will be traded out though. Where'd Memphis end up going? I know he was looking to challenge over there. Memphis actually just end up retreating. Spike's just kind of looks like they're gonna readjust Spike to B for the landslides here.
Yep, Sith does have the Empress pot, but is gonna be running out by the time they go onto the other side.
They might see Cozy here. And you get the revive on a Deadshot at least, so it'll bring it back to a 3v4.
Yep, and
Well,
4v2.
it was at one point. Cozy's in a great spot here.
Nice shots, but it does trade. And
Memphis like, okay, here you go. I'll
okay,
get you.
landslides are up. It's kind of shaping up to be an 8-4.
Okay, you cannot lead 8-4. Like if you're up 8-3, you just
lose her out.
If you're up 7-3, you just lose. Just throw the round. Then you're up 7-4, throw the round again.
Memphis is doing a fantastic job, though. Looks like Drought is now going to have to eco here. They have been buying a lot for the last couple rounds, and they are going to have to eco for this round. Hopefully they can get a couple to make a little bit of dent in their eco, because at this point, Landslides is getting a lot of money.
Yeah.
Memphis has a lot of money with an op still, so.
Double Spectre's kind of an interesting, like, half buy.
Yeah, they must just have the extra money to do it. So, might as well, you know.
They only have the one Viper ult as well, which is going to make it even harder.
I think Bofi's in this literally like the entire game.
Yeah. Yeah, Bofi's been
Which is
here
working, so you know what? Can't believe it. Oh, the crouch this time.
Oh, they saw the front
That's
of the
really
gun.
cool. That's a really smart play from Bofi.
Solix does get the first blood onto Orthodox here. Yeah, Bofi is basically, every time we go to Bofi is this POV.
Yep.
Throwing out the Roomba, throwing out the grenade, gets caught trying to rocket pack.
Did they shoot them back?
I think they did. All right, we'll pretend we didn't see that one, Bofi. Nothing you can do.
That'd been so sick if Sith did that one shot. I'm not gonna lie. Okay.
Oh, Maeve gets caught looking the wrong
Landslides
way.
are everywhere. They're on the playground. They're just kind of going through every little thing.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, nice shot.
Spike
Not
planted.
expect Memphis to miss that one.
Let's go, Devin.
Devin was
3v2
incredibly
here.
strong. Deadshot maybe going to grab the op.
I think you can save it, honestly. I think it'd be worth.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe you can tell Devin to go in, and if Devin gets a kill, then maybe you can help out.
I think it's too hard to actually win this round now because you're too much time.
Welcome to my world.
Oh, wow.
Wow, they forced out the Viper ult from the landslide.
Honestly, you take those.
That's a great trade. Yeah, you get the Viper ult, which is so strong on Icebox, and you just keep an op.
You get Operator Vandal for not buying either of those, and you get a Viper's Pit. Okay.
Cozy is going to try and make a play here on an exit frag.
Hopefully they don't peek, because if they peek, I think there's going to be a possible... Oh,
wow, got
no
it.
Operator now. Wow, that's a fantastic job from Cozy. Cozy's doing a great job right now.
Cozy's one of those players who's been in the Rumbles a long time, has won a championship, has bounced around teams. I think I was told that they are borrowing Cozy and Bofi from the Firestorms this week are the Landslides. And yeah, playing up to snuff. Denying that op is huge. And now I want to see how Memphi does on the op the second time, because had pretty much a free shot, did get taken out by Devin, and now I'm going to be very curious, as we talked about. It is a momentum-based weapon. Memphi misses again. Maybe you put the operator down and you go back to the Vandal Phantom combo.
Here we go. Oh, Viper's is going to pick. Ooh, Deadshot playing a very aggressive angle here. I like it. Does kind of figure out there to be some of the side. Does try to get out there, though.
Ooh, nice trades across the board.
And a 3v3 here for the Drought. But Landslides have 3 ults. Now they have 2 ults.
Why have we seen so many Odins in this game?
I mean, it's working. It's doing great. So Memphi is quite low in the Landslides, though, for this 3v2.
Viper's trying to get some info to at least help out his opper.
We do have Hunter's Fury. Let's see if he's going to pop it.
Nowhere
Yeah,
There it is. Gotta try and guess.
Hits one. Does get him.
Now kind of has to
Throw it.
guess. Yeah, you were close.
Nothing's better than just yeeting one and getting someone.
Oh, nice recon. That is huge.
One enemy.
But unfortunately, Orthodox
Spike
wins the
down
gunfight. It's
A.
at 4 HP, though.
I like this wall. Oh my gosh, imagine that shot. That'd been an insane shot from Memphi.
Orthodox still has no HP. We'll swap it out for the Vandal there.
Doesn't have a lot of, this is very
30
low.
seconds left.
Has the knives.
I don't think the knives are worth it with that low.
At least gonna maybe try for a full, yeah, just gonna try and get the B, at least get the spike down and
Have the best chance there,
force
yeah.
them to push to you. Interesting spot.
I wonder if they're going to go through CT spawn and look for the little angle through there. On the other side.
Maybe catch, oh, try and get somebody jumping down from tunnels.
Ooh, I like this.
Catch Orthodox.
Enemy remaining.
Probably needed to wait, though.
Oh, that was so close.
We've seen that a lot in Esports Tower. That's one of ours where usually you hold the trigger because, I mean, he didn't know that Maeve was right behind, but if he held and got Maeve first, I think he wins that a lot more.
I mean, yeah, it's been close. It's hard to tell just because, you know, if they react anytime, it's 30 HP, so you're just dead from one bullet.
Great. And then gets Maeve to 30 HP as well.
That was a little scary. That was a little spooky there from Maeve. Missed a couple shots there. Could have had the opportunity, but does not get the headshot. And Drought win the round. That's a big round for them to win.
So now Drought have to throw the next 2 rounds, right? So
Yeah, no, I think so.
Landslides are up 8-4 at the half.
I mean, they have to lose the next round. So
I don't think that.
I'm just kidding.
I don't think. Hey, I mean, you never know, right? The way they've been playing, every single game we've seen them so far this week, they've won. They've been
True.
down 8-4 at the half. I don't think they're going to throw, but it is just something to joke around about. What a great recon dart.
Yep, Sovadar kind of swapping it up. Solix kind of has the high ground once again, going the upper route.
He's been here every single time.
I wonder what Bovi's going to do this round.
Oh, there's the
Uses
Roomba.
the Roomba lineup. Yep. Oh, almost hit him. He gets a lot of information with this Sovadron, though. And it looks like they're kind of looking for a rotate, maybe? Except for Bofi. Bofi is on site. Cozy does get another pick. Trades 1 for 1.
Ooh, great pick there on to Cozy. Orthodox is in an interesting spot on that Sage, by the way. He is in T-spawn. And you're going to look for a flank onto A. I don't think anyone's going to expect Orthodox, but Memphi did.
Spike
Yeah.
I
planted.
hyped that up for Memphi to just op him in the back.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
Here we go. Does get 1 here from Deadshot. Nice. 2v3 here for the Drought.
Seekers did just get come out. Oh, they're going to stick it.
Oh.
Line up.
Probably could have actually just stuck it, to be honest.
Memphi gets another one.
One
Pops.
enemy remaining.
Ooh, through the smoke kill. That was wow.
All right, Solix, what can
Dash.
you do? Nothing, unfortunately. Now you just you let the spike go off, right?
Yep.
Just let it go off. All right. Well, we'll see what happens. It's not 8-4 this time. See if that affects the Drought. If they lose, I blame this round in
Last
particular.
round in the half.
Yeah, I agree.
You got to go down 8-4. Maeve gets an op from probably going to hand it to Deadshot, maybe. Maybe
I
keep
think
it.
so. I mean, I think Deadshot's been doing a pretty good job with it. Maybe they don't want any more, though.
Yeah, no, the Deadshot will take
Yeah, I'll
it.
say no.
Deadshot's like, oh, okay, I'll take that.
Has not been doing too bad at the op. Obviously, your first round at the op, you kind of made the expectations quite high.
Yeah.
But
We won't blame them for failing
Oh,
the
yeah,
massive
of course,
expectations of getting an ace with the op.
and now we're going to see how they use it here. Maeve has the smokes. Looks they're kind of looking for this B here. They have all 5. They have 2 over here.
I'd expect them to maybe make up. Oh, Memphi just tried to push through the
Maeve has
wall.
a great hold for 1.
Showstopper gets popped.
Nice.
Misses, though.
Knives coming out.
Maybe you Killjoy all here if you are the landslide once you get the spike down. He does get 1, gets a second.
Give me
Ooh,
the
there's one with the knives. We've not seen Deadshot use the knives yet. Or actually, we did for the ace, but that's about it.
Solix.
Oh, the lineups. Oh, Devin has the flank, but Solix was ready for it.
Nice from Deadshot here.
Player
Oh,
standing.
Jets getting up in the air has not been a good recipe. Ooh. And they're going to immediately Empress here in the 1v1.
Yeah, he just wastes time.
Yeah, Solix does not have enough HP for that.
Wait. I think he wins it. Wow, I think, yeah, he does get it.
Yeah, he should be able to.
Wow. Great play. Whew.
Very close. 6-6. All right.
I also like how Sith knew that he had to push. That was the only way that he wins that round just because of how the lineups were and stuff. So
Yeah, especially into a
fantastic
Viper.
round. And 6-6 coming from a second half. A very even second half here. So great game so far. We'll see kind of just if anyone pulls ahead on this swap or if we just kind of keep doing this back and forth.
Go back to overtime. Fracture went to over. I mean, these teams are incredibly close right now.
Yeah.
It's crazy how tight this grand final has been. Even if the Drought win this and win 2-0, this has been maybe our closest grand final we've seen, especially based off that first map. We'll see how the second half Icebox goes. And then if we go to a game 3, who knows what's going to happen? Because, I mean, Memphi hasn't been as great as he was on map 1. Devin and Maeve have not been as great. Really, Orthodox is the only player who's played consistently well on both maps.
Hey, Memphi's like right there next with him though.
But he's not as like 30 kills level.
I mean, yeah, but I think I think it's not too realistic to get 30 kills every game.
Dash by Deadshot.
Ooh, gets 2 from Cozy. That's huge.
Cozy, it's a great trade.
They went through 2. This is an interesting attack. Oh, that was a. Oh, they got out of the way of the shock dart. Oh my gosh.
Did both of you just get a collateral with the Sheriff?
They might have. That whole round was literally just people attacking each other.
There was
no attack and defense there. That was just double.
He has to jump out of the way of Bofi's grenade.
Yep.
I've had a little bit of a team BM so far. And then, once again, Landslides win the first round. You'd expect them to win this round. You're probably going to see Memphi hold to get an op for round 3, I would assume.
Yep, I would guess so as well. I think it's a good assumption.
Triple Spectre. I don't know why Vipers has the Marshal. I don't know why it's just Triple Spectre this.
I think it's fine because I mean it is a one-shot. So if you're feeling comfortable with it, that was a cool dart.
Everyone is in mid. Dog does come out. They are really looking to make a play through tubes here. This time they will not find anyone though.
Cozy is in a spot to know where they are.
First turret go off. Solix gets the first blood. Bovi picks up another one. Memphi makes it 3 up for the Landslides. Do we have an ace? We do. A flawless at that.
Well, they tried their best, and I think I think we should hold from tube for now.
Maybe we should walk away
Granted,
from
it was
two.
a save round, so I mean, I don't blame him for that.
Interesting timeout. It's from the Landslides.
Okay. Maybe they're like, let's talk about how we're going to close this game out instead of how are we going to win this game.
Maybe that could be a potential strategy because we've seen the Drought do not fold under pressure. Maybe it's why do they keep running tube and what don't we know?
Yeah. I mean, you never know. I think this game has been a great game so far. A lot of back and forth. I don't think anyone specifically has really popped off or is popping off. I think Deadshot's been doing a fantastic job on this jet.
Yeah.
Holding a lot of good angles with the op and stuff like that. Had some good knife skills. Like I said, I think everyone's just kind of doing their thing. I think maybe the team that ends up kind of, leading away or kind of like pulling away is the team that kind of has a pop-off moment from one of their team, one of their team members who gets a lot of kills, something like that. So.
Yeah, I think we're probably, if we're looking at the usual spectrum, probably Orthodox, Maeve, Memphi, and really kind of struggling for that second member for the Landslides at this point. They haven't had like a consistent second member. Solix would be my guess. Cozy's been playing spectacular
Cozy
as well.
And Memphi.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cozy's had a lot of kills.
Yeah, Cozy, Memphi, Orthodox, and Maeve, even though Maeve has had a bit of a struggle in the first half on this Viper. Those are kind of the players that we saw pop off, and even Devin as well, that popped off on game 1 on Fracture. So if one of them has a crazy round, maybe that's the case. Doesn't look like Memphi's going to have enough for a round 3 op.
Ooh, does get the dart. They're going to go for a hard A here. I think they hear him.
There's a great little alert coming out as Memphi does get a
nice shot from Memphi.
They trade 2 for 1. That is huge.
Big fan of Jets playing angles that they know they can play just because their dash exists. Because it is a very overpowered ability. If used right.
You mean flying? Is that used correctly?
No, more so the dash.
Right here.
A big oh,
Nice shot.
Great pick.
Woo, gets two.
Double.
One enemy remaining.
Make it a triple. I think they just all funneled into the Reyna for some reason. It's all up to Memphi and a Sheriff.
He wins these.
Oh, hey, I like the confidence. If anyone could win this, I would think Memphi's probably one of your top picks in the Esports Tower, but man, this is tough. Maybe just looking for an exit frag. Man, I think that shot. Predicted that one, gets the kill, and we're right back to 8-7.
Yes, we are.
Memphi should. Yeah, Memphi's going to pick up the op. Immediately like, yeah, that was just my shit. That was one hand behind my back. Now I don't just have to headshot you to one-shot you.
This is going to be a big round from either team here. If the Drought ends up winning this is going to be a huge eco for them in terms of like landslides. Is going to be down very, very bad in terms of their eco.
Mm-hmm.
So this will be a big round for them. Drought kind of figuring out what they want to do for their buys so far. Looks like Sith has a pistol, by the way. Has a classic.
Yeah, I was curious about that one.
Unless it got drawn. No, I'm pretty sure they just ended up with the classic.
Yeah, I think they were tossing something to a teammate. And
Yeah, I think the Sky and them swapped.
yeah, we'll have to see.
My classic for your Vandal.
Fair trade. Fair trade. Oh, look at Bofi. It's a great little spot. Unfortunately.
Gets dead shot.
Oh, gonna jump right down. Landed on top of Orthodox.
Mario jumped him, but
Doesn't work like that. Nice
only
leer.
could Goomba stop you.
I feel like then the Jets going airborne would never stop.
It'd be funny though, like reset on hops. Get a one up.
You bring a teammate back.
Devin does have a flank here, kind of.
Oh,
yeah, he
they're
does.
gonna find Memphi.
Oh!
Gotta land those. Gotta hit those.
Those always hurt, even when you're watching. They hurt.
Maybe they can still win this with a nice blind.
Woo!
They do have
Maybe,
Orthodox.
maybe they just go A. Yeah.
Yeah, they lost the whole team, and Orthodox like, well, what if I run A and no one's there?
30 seconds left.
I guess look at a plan down here for the Drought.
You know, at least get some credits. Maybe they can pull it off. I mean, the health bars are not that stable for the landslides. Unfortunately, there's not a lot of guns on the map.
Yeah, you have 2 at 1 shot, at least for the Sheriff. Oh, they're just going for the straight twos. Oh, okay. There we go.
Solix just going to stick it,
Oh, he's going to stick it, though.
He's just stick it.
Yep.
Great job.
Unfortunate that they didn't actually go for like a.
enemy remaining.
I think that's a bit of a communication thing because I think if their whole objective is to hold from there, you actually can plan a little bit to the right and actually can hold the spike from there.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, worst case, if they're smoked off, you can ping it and then you can at least like get the option that way, right?
And again, I think the other thing is there's only one person we've ever seen in the Esports Tower who just sticks defuses, and Solix is not that person.
It's true.
So the fact that Solix stuck it kind of just caught him off guard. I bet you as soon as
He
it got,
learned.
they're like,
He
oh,
learned from
wait,
best.
they stuck it? Really? Okay.
I mean, it's a great spot because I think they kind of realized that, hey, we know where both of them are and they can't actually defend from where they're at. So
And they didn't have a
don't
Viper
mollies.
for
Yeah.
the Drought, so like, well, they don't have a way to. Ooh, the lineups. Devin already taken a
I would
ton.
say Devin got a lot of damage there. I mean, could get Sage healed, but still lost all their armor.
Both on the other side of that wall, but we're going to run right into May potentially. Yeah, both have got a decent flank here on this raise that they all might run right into. Both gets one. Immediately gunned down, though. Now they'll have to rotate over towards B. If he had actually gotten the showstopper out in time, that would have been a triple kill, but...
Yep, does get the retaliation there for it.
Cozy's just holding it down. So I said he want to revive Maeve and make this a 5v4.
Yeah, I think, unless you're pretty close, though, I think it's pretty far away to do that. Oh, Orthodox tries to go
Spike
into the
down,
pit
B.
and pays the price.
Shot at least going to pick up the spike.
I wonder if they just rotate.
There's so many. Yeah, you
Yeah,
have
you
to
just
at
gotta
this
get out of
point.
here.
You get Viper ult, you get Killjoy
Ooh,
ult.
Memphi's going to be right here to stop you, though. Nice flash. Oh, does get one.
At least gets one, though. Puts Deadshot in a very... And tells his entire team where Deadshot is.
30
Yeah, but
seconds left.
he's going to have a full A site for this, so he's going to have a lot of room to kind of pick what spot he wants to go. Hope we don't plant in the exact same spot if you're going to hold that angle, which is choosing not to, choosing a really safe spot to plant.
How did they not know that he was on A? Everyone's stuck on B that whole time.
I think they're just playing together as all three, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah,
No,
I
they don't
want to see them
risk
push
it.
together.
Yeah, they don't want to risk the, the clutch.
Don't let Vipers just 1v1v1 you. Just
But that's
3v1.
cool.
It is cool, but I just make him pull off like the sickest spray transfer we've ever seen.
Oh, does dodge it. Nice. Gets one.
For another one. This time Solix wins it though. Almost. That was a scary spot to be because Solix was all alone.
A part of me was just like, yo, let's just rip knives and then just see how it goes.
I don't
5
think that was an
HP.
awful. Yeah, I mean that was not. Rip Knives was an awful play because Solix was alone. It's not like Vipers got over to help.
Yep. Let's try.
10-7.
10-7 here for Landslide. Let's see if Drought can actually use their superpower. Because I'm wondering if they'll actually end up using their timeout. But
I would expect it, if not here. Well, I mean, you have to eco next round if you lose. If you are Drought. So yeah, maybe after the eco. But then it's 12. Yeah, I would like to see a timeout here, honestly. Come
if
on,
they need it, maybe they're feeling good.
It wasn't 8-4, so I mean they're like, well, we really don't need the timeout. They have 4 ults available plus Maeve's 1 kill away. So I mean that also has. Probably why they don't want to call a timeout because they do have probably a plan of let's just out-ult them.
I think the biggest thing here is there've been a lot of picks onto them for pretty unnecessary reasons. I think that's the really thing that's been kind of the difference in this offensive option for Drought. Bofi's got some schmovement on the Rays, I'm going to be honest.
We've seen some great Rays. There's that revive, so it's back to a 4-on-4. As I say that, they get a pick onto Solix.
Oh, had the utility out there. That's a little tragic.
Good job by Cozy being in a great spot. The Empress is up. Did he pop it?
Probably. This is a big round to win.
Empress, and they have Viper, so you get this plant down. You have a great defense. Devin.
Right around the box. Ooh. Does see that they're close also. Does drone. Okay, now, are they going to rotate here? That's the real question. Are they going to force this in?
Memphis looking for a flank, but they're just going to plant it.
Oh, that was a great play by Devin. Fake plants, knows he's around the corner. Has great cross replacement, does get him over.
Well, no Empress.
Oh.
No spike.
And Memphis gets 2 there.
Yeah, it was a great fake. I feel like they could have just Viper ulted first, though, and been planning with the Viper ult.
I don't think they did have it for Drought. Yeah, that is definitely.
I think they just wanted to save, like, oh, we'll Viper ult as soon as you plant, but unfortunately you can't do that when Memphis just flanks you and kills
I think they didn't know where they wanted to go, though.
Mm-hmm.
In terms of, like, they didn't know if they wanted to rotate or kind of stick it out. And I think that kind of ended up hurting them.
All right, 11-7. Landslides here. Does look like it's going to be a basically eco round. I do see 1 Spectre there for, I think, Devin. We get a buy for Orthodox, so about a half buy here for Drought. Uh-oh.
Memphis playing an aggressive angle here. Does get flash. Okay, they do see Memphis now.
That's the knives.
Chasing him down.
I don't know if that was the right play.
Memphis does get a kill onto Deadshot.
Memphis is not taking that much damage.
Oh my god.
Another one.
Goes on the wall. 3v3 though. Oh, was that a wallbang?
I think that was.
That is so tragic if that hits you. Oh my gosh.
Gets the shot with the op. Who needs or with the pistol? Who needs an op?
Wow.
Okay, maybe don't chase after
went
Memphis.
a little crazy there, which is a good thing.
Maybe don't chase the opper when it's Memphis. That was wild. All right, Memphis has earned his op title back. It's gone away for a few weeks. It's back.
Yeah, I agree.
All right, match point here for the. I'm surprised the Drought aren't going to take a timeout here at least.
Maybe they forgot.
They don't use their timeout mojo, right? You know, you're down 12-7. The other team has so much eco, they can probably afford to buy 1 or 2 more times, even if you win this. Memphis going to look for a huge flank in the mid. I don't think going to find one. Bofi is just getting all sorts of wild on this race, too.
Ooh, Empress is being popped. They're gonna need a big. Opener, I think, from Sith here. They need something to get going. There we go.
There's one.
Oh well.
Does
get the first opener, which is very important.
First blood always huge. Unfortunately, Viper and Cozy make it a 3v2. Dead shot.
We did hear the knives coming from
There's the knife. You probably just got to ult at this point.
1v2. If they do get the Jet is they're both very low. Come on, Maeve. She knows that both of them are very low. Her team is probably screaming in comms. They're both 1.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. And unfortunately, HP doesn't matter when Memphi is absolutely goated on the op on Icebox. Well, we are going to a map number 3, and why wouldn't we? This has been a fantastic series. But if you want to be seen by expert college recruiters, talk directly to esports industry insiders like pro athletes, team general managers, game producers that join the club. Esports Tower players get insider access to industry insights, and with our featured Rumbles, recruiters are taking notice as well. It's a great way to score exposure, looking to start your path to pro or land a collegiate scholarship. Game 3 around the corner. The Landslides once again rally on map 2. Not 13-0 dominant, but still pretty much in control, especially in that second half. We're going to Ascent to crown our champion here, Red Hots. Before we take a break, your thoughts on either what's going to come up on map 3 or what we just saw on Icebox with the Landslides. Pretty dominant in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, it was a great first half, but the second half, Landslides really kind of turned off there. I think Ascent's going to be a really good map 3. Both these teams actually seem to be pretty aggressive when it comes to attack sides. Like, we saw a lot of, like, 5-man commits, which sometimes you kind of see teams kind of play more default or stuff like that. And I think Ascent's a really fun map to kind of explore if you'll use mid or they got kind of rush spots. So I'm really excited to see both teams use Ascent on this map for sure.
We'll take a short break. We'll be back with game number 3. We are going to crown a champion. It'll be the 4th straight new champion. Will be the Drought in their first ever or the Landslides finally getting back on top. Find out after this short break.
Visit NationalGuard.com to begin your guard adventure.
back into this broadcast of the Esports Tower Rumble in Valorant, broadcasting it live from the Boise State Game Pants Esports Arena. The Landslides have forced us to a Game 3. Can they come out on top this time, or will the Drought win their first ever Rumble Championship? Fish and Red Hot's here calling all of the action. It has been a spectacular day in the Esports Tower Rumble. Crazy game on Fracture. Pretty one-sided on Icebox. The Landslides dominant the whole time. We go to Ascent, Red Hots. And I'm going to put you on the spot. Who you got in Game 3?
Honestly, like usually I got like a team of kind of like what I'm feeling, but like today is crazy. Like,
Yeah.
I think like the back and forth and all that things, like I don't have like a number one. I feel like either of these teams can take it, and it's like I think neither team really has momentum right now. I think even though Landslides won in a definitely a bigger fashion than like the first game where it was like, you know, they won in overtime for Droughts, I still think that like there's a back and forth here, and I think it honestly just comes down to, I think, just whoever really gets like the go off. I think the first half is going to be really important here. It was 6-6 last time, but I really think that if you can get a lead in this first half leading into this last map, you actually kind of have a little bit more of a, I guess, advantage in the second half, I would say. Obviously, that's, you know, how it usually goes. But I think in a series like this especially, where momentum's kind of been shifting both ways, I think that could be huge.
I think the one question for me, and it's really tough, is how do the Drought want to organize their team? We saw Scythe, whatever you want to call him, doing really great on the Phoenix and really great on the Reyna. So you probably leave him on one of those. Do you leave Deadshot on the Jet, or do you bring Maeve back on the Jet? Because Maeve seemed a little bit lost on that Viper. I don't think you can run 3 duelists. That's probably death, but I don't know who you put as your second duelist alongside Scythe, if it's Deadshot, who was fantastic, or it was Maeve, who was fantastic, because both of them left a lot to be desired when they couldn't play a duelist.
I really think what it comes down to is seems like both of them are comfortable in the Jet. So I think it's more so the character that they're both not gonna they're both gonna be on. So like whoever is basically playing the Jet, whoever their agent is better on. So I think if it's a Viper, for example, like if Maeve's better on the Viper comparatively, I think you actually end up going for the Viper on Maeve rather than the Deadshot, because Deadshot's probably a lot worse on the agent. So I think it's basically just kind of a comfort thing of who's more comfortable on the character they would be on if they're not playing the Jet.
We get this flyby around Ascent, setting us up for game number 3. Who will be crowned our 4th Rumble champion? It'll be a new one either way. The Landslides haven't won in the fall. They dominated in the spring and summer when we were watching. The Drought are in their first ever Rumble Grand Final. We are 13 rounds away potentially, or maybe 30 rounds away the way we've been playing, from crowning a champion. It is Drought and Landslides. We are ready to go. Ready to hop into it whenever these teams are, and I am very curious how the team comp will break down for the Drought. I think the Landslides have a pretty comfortable comp, which is Memphi, open up the backpack large and wide, and we're hopping in, and hopefully your shoulders can carry us. No offense to the rest of the team, but come on.
Deadshot is playing the Sky, and it looks like Maeve is on the Jet.
There we go. We got our answer. We actually have Scythe on the Killjoy, which is interesting.
Yeah,
away from the duelist.
I think Killjoy on Ascent is actually just way too much value. I think the B hold that she provides is pretty crazy. I like the Astra picks, obviously, from both sides. I think basically control-wise, Astra will always be your pick on this map. The one difference we will see is Drought is running the one duelist, so they're going to have the Jet and the Sky kind of as their, you know, in quotes, like, aggressors. And then Landslides are going with the Jet and the Reyna. Solux with the Reyna, it seems, again. I kind of want to see some more aggression on these Reynas. I think the Reyna's very good, but I think she's really good at when you can basically set up the controlled environment. What I mean by that is, like, you're setting up 1v1s for you to be able to reset. Like, that's where Reyna gets her big, like, I guess, her strengths. And so I think if you pop an Empress, like, you want to look for a 1v1 into another 1v1. You don't want to be, like, playing into the crazy angles and stuff like that. So hopefully we kind of see that. Great shock dart all the way.
I mean, I joke about the Landslides. I think the real thing, I just want to see someone help out Memphi, right? Like, it's been Cozy on one map. It's been Solix on one map. We haven't seen a strong second performance from the Landslides. That's what I think they're going to need here. And maybe Memphi, you know, falls off a little bit, because I don't know how you keep at the pace Memphi's been on, by the way. I think we're looking at like 55 kills in 2 games.
That is true.
That is absolutely insane. We'll see what happens here attacking-wise. Devin's going to force everybody back. Solix takes a bit of damage. The Sovas holding arrows against each other. Here comes Memphi, though. Going to peek onto Deadshot. It's a great pick onto Maeve to start.
Does
Blind.
get one. Oh, good dash. Oh, but Deadshot was waiting just for where you were going to be. I don't think they have spike, though. So I like this play. If you shoot it down, you have a dog waiting for you. Oh, has a knife.
Oh, Solix gets a decent bit of damage there. Very low.
Oh, gotta win those ones.
Double headshots coming out for Devin and Deadshot. What can Bofi and Cozy do? Sights on the other side of this wall.
Nice right click, but does get traded.
Great trade. That's a trade you take, 100%.
For sure.
They do have the spike. They will get the plant down at least.
That's very important. That needs Miko.
Devin is quite low. Devin is one tap here, but I like the push together. No way you kill all three of them with the pistol.
That's not the play I would do, but I'm not playing, so it doesn't matter.
I feel like there's no way he wins. He wins in a 1v3 with three people running him down, right?
I mean, true, but you can always give yourself better chances.
I would have liked someone to come through market. You're probably right.
No, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about like the sofa just
Oh,
going
the sofa.
straight like Bofi just went crazy.
Both just like, if I shoot them all, maybe I'll get a kill.
Well, he like pushed. He's like, all right, if I get into this, like, I don't know, maybe he's trying to like, close the marketplace door. I don't know.
Maybe his team was telling him that, you know, Deadshot was one. He thought everyone was one.
The one thing you always have to kind of consider is the backseat gamers.
True.
Does your team backseat game you every single time you're like, you heard him there, you heard him there. Hey, over here. Man, that's the worst.
He's one shot. He's one shot. He's one shot.
Yeah.
Who?
He's full HP.
Who is one shot? There's three of them. Now, it is something that we don't get to see too much of. We haven't really heard comms too much, but, I would assume these kids are pretty good. But even I think the best players, you backseat a little bit. You're like,
Oh, for sure.
Like, you bite your tongue for so long, and then it's a best of 3 series. You're like, hey, he's one shot.
Ooh.
Headshot gets the first one onto Solix.
Through the smoke.
Another headshot. Dude, this crosshair placement has been insane.
Yeah, these guys have been doing quite well.
Memphi maybe looking for a cheesy pick with the Sheriff.
I will say each week these players are getting a lot better individually. I think their overall gunplay and just overall skills and stuff are just getting better. So Esports Tower, shout out to them right there.
Memphi. Ooh, Memphi could get a great little pick here onto the Killjoy. Potentially with that Sheriff and open up the map. Oh, does dodge the blind, but unfortunately that audible Q does kind of give Bofi's spot away. Devin is not leaving this B side alone. Memphi's like, please, let me 1v1.
Sith kind of is waiting, playing very patiently here. I think they did see Memphi.
I think so. Yeah, give the information to his teammate. Yeah,
Great
he had
job.
no idea.
That's a great communication there. Show Devin, hey, go through. Maeve has a judge, so okay. Ends up going back to the judge.
I don't know if that was the right play.
Oh, here we go. Right click.
Oh, good try.
Sometimes you just get a little unlucky with the right click.
Bofi's going to pick up the judge now.
They got nothing else. Might as well.
Revealing area.
Trying to bait him in with the judge.
Yep.
Not quite long enough. Not quite close enough for that. And look at that. The Drought with a 2-0 lead here in Game 3.
Yep.
And did Bofi just flex the Odin and like, maybe not.
Yeah, I mean, you want to, but should you? Probably not. This is pretty big here from Drought. Looks like Deadshot is a 5-0 start right now. And the Drought is starting this off pretty big here. Obviously, we're going to see the Landslides by here once again with Drought just kind of doing a bonus. So this will be a big round for either side. Landslides to make sure that, hey, this is still a close game. And if Drought wins this, it's going to be a pretty big swing.
Maeve with the Sheriff probably just ecoing for the op, as we've seen most Jets do tonight.
Yep.
This is a huge win for Landslides, as you mentioned. Just
Kind of
bonus
they start out with the default here, but it looks like Landslides is kind of shifting towards this A. It seems like Drought's kind of actually been leaving A somewhat open. Not like open, but I think how they're defending it, right? They've been really quick to just kind of leave that site.
They've almost left Devin unalone on A with just the Sky utility, with the flashes, with the dog, and saying basically you can take care of that.
Ooh, Deadshot has a good angle here, but his 2 angles at the same time, they're going to playing this double push. Yep. Great job there.
Push. Ooh, Artie's peeking up in heaven. Maeve.
Ooh, nice shot.
Don't think they know there's another one there.
Oh, good teammates. good, little crossfire there.
That was a little bit teeth clenching there. As Orthodox, a nice headshot. Memphi.
Oh my gosh.
Wow. I did not think Orthodox was winning one.
Orthodox said, yeah, you guys can play your time. I'll push.
Yeah, I got you. Don't worry.
Yeah. That was a fantastic round. I mean, honestly, Drought winning this round when they just use all their eco for Landslides is going to be pretty big. Maybe we'll see the Landslides have good eco here.
There, we saw that on, I think Fracture was the map where we saw the Drought win on an eco round, and that kind of turned the whole map, so we'll see what Landslides can do being forced to eco.
Yep.
Surprised we did not get Mave with the op. But again, I think that's fair.
I think it's more so a comfort thing right now. I think they're kind of like, hey, there's no reason for me to get an op right now. I'm kind of doing pretty well on the Vandal, so and like there's not an op problem on the Landslides. It's not like really a threat right now. So I think sometimes it's like maybe you need an op to match the other op, but I think right now they're fine.
No, I like the discipline because I feel like a lot of Jets have fallen into like, well, it's round 4. I got to have an op. I'm a Jet.
Yeah,
but
exactly. I think sometimes people also like, yeah, hey, like you said, they fall into like, I'm playing Jet, I have to op. But it's like, that's not true.
Great pick from Devin. Has been all over the map.
Oh, yeah. I mean, he's been doing fantastic. I will say, Devin has been like consistent all the way through. Kind of fantastic by map 1.
And Deadshot as well, who great last map and a loss. Has been really good on the Sky. Gonna get some great shots. Orthodox will end up taking that one. Ooh, Viper's got to be careful. Doesn't get blinded. Reloads, gets the team. Hey, reload and
just jump it out.
And your teammates are helping there. Flawless for the Drought. Wow, okay.
These are quick rounds.
Who had on your bingo board Drought up 4-0 after 4 rounds?
I didn't find it.
These rounds have never gone how I've expected, right? Like Icebox, I didn't expect it to be 6-6, and now we have the Drought just in complete command. I'm curious if we'll get a timeout. The Landslides have used their timeouts every round. I wonder how long you wait when you're down 4-0. You didn't get a full buy this round.
Yep. I think if you lose this one, maybe like after the eco.
Yeah, probably. I mean, hopefully, I mean, at that point, you'd be staring at 6-0. You're like, guys, are we going to get 13-0? Like, we did this a couple weeks ago to a team. Are we going to be that team now?
Here we go.
And Deadshot has just been solo holding A. I love the use of the Sky. I think that's the one thing the Landslides are missing. I have got confirmation Prestige should be back next week, by the way.
Gotcha, yeah. So he's been gone for a while now.
Yeah, just a couple weeks away. I mean, you get it. You play a lot
nice
of
shot dart.
Ooh,
there we go.
That is the one problem. You mentioned that a couple rounds ago. He's holding 2 angles. Deadshot is.
Yep.
All right, look at this for the Landslides. They bring it back to a 4-on-2.
Take flight.
Asterwall could maybe cut this off to guarantee a round if you want. Oh, Viper's in a great spot. Do they even need him? Is the question.
This is probably, you know, Landslide's first round they take. Great. I will say, like, it is 4-1 now. Although Landslides are doing a fantastic job of attacking. Each time they're kind of playing multiple angles. Like on this A, they're doing a lot of splits. So they're doing like a catwalk and they're doing kind of a main. But it just seems like a lot of times they're not communicating a couple major things, which is more so like, hey, let's peek at the same time, or maybe they could be flanking from here. It seems like they've been kind of caught off guard a lot, I think, on their attacks in terms of like when people are going for the retake on Drought. So I think they just like basically kind of keep this communication they have going on. So Landslides have 3 ults this time.
Cozy's got to be careful. He's going to peek into an op.
Oh, that was almost a really good dragon.
I don't think Cozy saw Mave, though. Maybe he did. We saw the elbow.
It would have been really, really short. Oh, Hunter's Fury coming out. Nice shot from Muffy. Oh.
Killjoy gets thrown down as well, and all this utility being used for the Landslides, they're going to have nothing but 2 dead teammates to show for it.
Yep, and then here comes the Killjoy ult to try to, I guess, get something going, but they are 3v4 right now. Oh, nice shoot through, as always.
It's all up to Devin. Looking to finish this one off for the team. What can Bofi do? The answer is nothing.
Yeah.
Orthodox gets the 4-piece. They used 3 ults that round, did the Landslides, to get a plan.
Yeah.
And I guess they got a couple of kills. But it wasn't ever really too close.
And just like that.
Back in the lead.
Yep, it is. I mean, honestly, it's a pretty... These rounds are really quick. I'll be honest. Like, these guys are speed running this 3rd game. Like, it is, yo, we're winning this round, or we're going to lose it, and we're going to lose it or win it in the same time.
They killjoyed, and they didn't plan until the killjoy ult was done. I don't know what they were waiting for. That was kind of odd to me, that they killjoy ulted the B site, and then they're like, well, we'll wait.
Maybe to get, like, so that no one could, like, cheese them, because, like, you know, sometimes you never know if that one guy's going to actually push you guys and then just end up getting that one thing, but I guess we'll see, right?
See if, ooh, Memphi's going to run right into Mave. There it is. Now we know the op's on the map. And it's going to be hard to push that second site that Deadshot has struggled holding when there's no second side to push because you're getting off.
Yep.
How about,
Oh, here we go.
what another op.
Shooting through. Does get one. Hunter's Fury is coming out now. Is going to whiff most of these.
He did get one. Got a kill on a dead shot to start.
I think Orthodox got it, though.
Oh, yeah, you're right. I mean,
it's a good try. I mean,
Fury
they're bunched up. But I think you need a little bit. I do the same thing on Sova all the time, to be honest. Like, sometimes you just want to rip it, and then you just go, uh-oh, I should have waited until my dart was up. But sometimes you feel it, you know?
You're like, I know he's there.
Granted, you felt nothing, but you did feel a little bit.
In your brain, like, I'm going to rip it. We're going to come right back.
Exactly.
I'm getting the ace, player of the game.
Well, maybe.
Hey,
oh,
what I'm
dude,
feeling
whenever these people, like, are in open, it scares me so much when they just start running. Granted, it's the same teammate, but.
I mean, you have to rotate to B at some point, I would assume, but.
Yeah, I mean, you got 25, which is really not much, so you're going to have to probably try to push this A site now, because you're not going to have enough time to go to B.
And Viper has the bomb, and Viper's the one just standing there. Unless
I think they're saving.
Yeah, they must be saving. As I say, you're really not going to push I mean, it is a tough push.
10 seconds
I think
left.
that they need the eco pretty bad here.
Yeah.
So.
It's a smart. It just looked weird to me.
Yeah.
But, yeah, they are just going to let time run out. They'll save. Great job here by the Drought, not getting too aggressive either. Not trying to push up and make a hero play to really win the round. They should be able to. Look at the
That's
eco.
how legends are born, Fish.
Look at the eco for the Drought.
Through pop-offs.
I think the Drought could lose 4 rounds and still buy. Oh, my goodness. Like, look at those credits. May's got, like, over 7,000 with an op.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, my goodness. Who needs to, you know, they could lose every round until the end of the half and just still be able to buy in the final round. Crazy.
And I guess we'll see right here, right? I mean, honestly, I think Landslide's going to get something going for the second half. Like, even if you're down, like, you know, 9-3, I think you need at least a little bit of something to kind of get going. And that's exactly what we need. Memphi heard me.
Memphi plus the Astro Wall. They did pop the Empress as well, so they used their last 2 remaining ults.
Select. Oh, Maeve and her trusty shorty.
It's been so good.
It has been. I mean, honestly, getting a lot of value. Ooh.
Oh, Maeve gonna try and
has knives, but
I don't think they're needed right now, right? Like your team's technically
that's a great shot. Memphi's kind of okay. Here we go. Memphi is gonna start warming up here.
See, Memphi pops the knife. Very low HP, by the way, for Memphi.
Yeah.
Does lose that trade to Orthodox, but Cozy keeping him in it. Orthodox almost has Bofi shot in the back.
I will say, I'm not gonna lie. I think Orthodox goes into these fights and he has like 3 bullets.
Orthodox is definitely. We were talking about the landslides in our first couple rounds holding W. Orthodox is like the whole W for.
He's
for the
12-2.
Why not?
He's
I mean,
popping.
just run in.
Yeah. No, I just think it's funny because it's like the same. The Orthodox is the same thing when they're on Cat, and like they're pushing the gate, and they get one, and then they just push with 2 bullets.
You only need 2 bullets. 1 headshot. That's all you need. Like that's how they. Like I know I'm gonna get a headshot.
See, that's a big if true. Like that is technically true, but is it happening? Most likely. Oh my gosh, that was a great shock dart. Gets a lot of damage. Only on a Cozy though.
You should run.
Yeah, immediately Killjoy.
Devin once again
still in
his
spot.
little lair, which is known as Marketplace.
Oh, dude, does get smoked off. I think Scythe is just chilling though.
Oh my gosh.
Scythe is gonna get detained.
Oh.
But look at the damage that Memphi took from those mollies.
Soul gets on site too.
So they should get a free plant. Memphi has basically no HP though.
Spike planted.
Orthodox in kind of a.
Oh, is he gonna push site with 4 bullets again?
No, he's got 10. No, he's got 3. All right, push.
Get in there, Orthodox.
I think he
just get a
reloaded.
headshot.
I think he actually reloaded this time.
They're starting to.
I think you saw the dart though. I mean,
You did.
Yeah. That's hard. I mean, even if you push him, it's really kind of hard.
But a great use of the Killjoy ult. You get on site and
Yep,
you force a
and just
retake.
like that, it's 6-3. This is exactly what Landslides needs for the second half to get into it if they want like a big chance, right?
Surprised that they held. Where did Maeve die? 'Cause Maeve did have the op, I believe.
I don't know. I think it was.
Did they just die in a marketplace? They were trying to push.
It might have been a rotate through mid or something like that, and they had a flank. I don't know.
Well, the op goes over to Memphi. Hello, Double Odin.
And then Orthodox for the Marshall. They actually, I'm not gonna lie, they won 2 rounds in a row, and now the eco for Drought, this is their last chance. Like they even have not all full eco.
Like we're gonna double buy Odin's, and you can have a Marshall. We do not care about our team.
Blinded.
We could share,
He's
but
the one who's popping off the most too.
true.
But maybe he was like, I only need the Marshall. Like I'm doing so well. Like I'm ready. I'm
I
feeling
can see
the
that.
Marshall.
I can see that as well. I think these players understand, like, hey, you guys get the Odin, I can do something on the Marshall. These players love their Marshall. Sheriffs and Marshals and Spectres, these esports tower kids absolutely adore. Ooh, gonna get a great. Ooh, didn't quite get the bolt off, but did see dead shot at least. Looking for a lineup. Nope. Dog's gonna come out, get obliterated there. He's looking for a play in the mid with his op. You can hear it going on, but not find any value.
Yeah.
Cozy's going to push forward. He does not know what's waiting on the other side of that wall, which is an Odin, followed by potentially another Odin.
Here we go.
Like this lineup.
Yep. Oh, Maeve through the smoke. Just kind of timed it well.
There's Orthodox.
Yeah. Does get one.
Memphi probably has to knife here or save. Does pop the knives. Maeve hears it.
Oh, nice.
Taken out by the knife.
That was really close.
They're going to rotate around. It's pretty close. I mean,
Memphi going a little crazy here. Memphi's feeling right now. You got to get to site and plant, though. You don't have much time. I think they got enough time.
They
now,
have enough
yeah.
time. I mean,
Double Odin gang. You just start spraying through that wall because it is wall bangable.
I mean, Scythe's only got 30 HP. I mean,
I think Killjoy comes out down here, right? For sure.
Probably. I would believe so. Oh, did he get rid of the Odin? Nope. Double Odin gang. Just spray through.
But here comes a great tree spot. You can see all sight can spray through here.
There they are.
Yep. Does not get him. They are going to save the Killjoy ult there, but maybe they're going to look for like another retake or something like that.
I think they truly believe that I mean, basically, as soon as you start the Odin spray, you have to hope you kill somebody because they gave themselves away immediately. Viper's like, well, okay.
Yeah.
Because the recon dart, I don't think actually found Vipers. It only found Memphi. And so they had no idea Vipers was chilling on the side. All right, 6-4. Maybe another 6-6 at half, which would be well-deserved for this game.
Yeah. This is gonna be I think these next 2 rounds will be pretty big here. If Drought can go ahead, honestly, 8-4 would be pretty big. I think a 6-6 would be also pretty interesting. I think Landslides, every round they've won, it's been pretty dominant.
This is a full save round, well, besides Devin with the Spectre, so I would expect us to at least get to 6-5.
Yeah, which is definitely pretty good here.
Unless Devin can make a play here. I don't think Bofi expects him.
Maybe we can do, Memphi with Memphi with the op today is just going crazy. I like this play. Ooh, does try to get the timing, but does not, unfortunately. And, yeah. That was a really good try, though. I like that play. I
Had
think,
to.
Yeah, exactly.
Knives and a shorty.
Although, if you right-click, you do not get resets anymore, so.
As soon as
that
the
is
smoke.
so tragic. Like, when you're on that side, you're like, oh, where are they? And they're just in the corner looking at you.
They're just in the other corner, and they know you're there. All right, do we get 6-6?
Yeah,
do we get 7-5?
They knew what you were trying to do the entire time. Unfortunately. Memphi, once again, got the 11 kills on this side. Other than that, actually pretty even on the side of Landslides. The ops been doing wonders, just getting picks left and right here.
We basically have the 2 pop-offs with Memphi and Orthodox, and everybody else is pretty close.
Yep.
Scythe struggling a little bit down there, but again on the Killjoy, more utility base. It does have the Killjoy ult. Seekers come out as well. I think the Drought with the ult advantage should be able to maybe win the round on the back of that since they did get a full buy.
Yep.
Looks like the Seekers were the first thing taken care of, and it's just a B reset for a majority of the team.
Memphi going pretty wide with this op here. Let's see if they can get any picks here from mid. Ooh.
There's only one. Of course, they don't know, but there's only one person mid.
And maybe Devin can get a good little flank here in terms of, like, you know, not ready for it. Ooh. Defender Killjoy going out pretty early.
Yeah, they immediately predicted the B push because they hadn't seen him on A, so they're just going to force. They're just killing time at this point because it's going to expire with no one even close to it.
Fantastic shot by Maeve. That's exactly what you need.
Hunter's Fury is going to be used by the Landslides. I don't
think they had any information. Oh, nice shot by Memphi.
Maybe, I think he was just trying to pick off through spawn. to maybe get somebody in rotation.
Oh
is
my
Memphi.
gosh. Memphi literally gets one, dashes through, throws the op away, gets the other one with Vandal.
Player standing.
All
30
up to
seconds left.
Maeve.
Memphi is low here. They do not have the op. I don't think
planted.
she should take the op. I think she isn't doing. They're pretty low. They should know by comms that Memphi is pretty low here.
Oh, and they have a great. Oh, they did see the shock dart go out.
Oh.
That shock dart almost killed Memphi, by the way.
Wow. Memphi playing a really good angle there, just not really expecting it at all.
Nope, tried to smoke it
Yeah.
off, but Memphi.
It sucks that they smoked it like as they were running out rather than like a pre. And Memphi is now at 14.
All right, we get the reset at 6-6.
Yep, second half here, ready to go.
Man, this has been an absolutely insanely close series.
Oh, absolutely. This has been an absolute banger going on. And each side, like I said, it's still not in any favor whatsoever. I mean, Landslides definitely did have the kind of the momentum in the second half of that, but it's still not over in the slightest.
I think my gut feeling is somebody not named Orthodox and Memphi's got to have a big half for their team. We know Orthodox and Memphi are going to get 1 or 2 kills. I mean, they're both averaging about a kill per round.
Honestly, I'd even go the extra step of like, who's going to be a role player here? Who's going to like take it the extra step with their utility and how they're actually using their abilities, you know? And, you know, in the side of Duelist, that could be from them actually popping off. But I think in the side of like Sova and stuff like Killjoy, like setting up good utility is very hard to play against.
Maeve gets the first elimination. They all jump down onto B from Market. They get a nice little trade there in mid, but still a 3v2 favoring the Drought just barely.
And it looks like it's 2v2 now. Getting close.
There comes the spike as well. Maeve with a triple kill, though. What can Bofi do? Has the spike right in front of him, has a Sheriff and a Dream. Unfortunately, those 2 missed shots do give away his location. Maeve with the Frenzy, probably just going to push forward.
Ooh.
Picked! Here we go, Sova v Sova.
I would say, you don't shoot through that, but I think it was better to hold the bullets.
There it is, and gets the
And
spike.
the plant. Oh, that's a little tragic. Misses out a little bit there, but that's okay. That's a great round to win, especially the first round. You need that inside of Drought if you want to have a good chance of winning this one.
Huge start for the Drought. I mean, the fact that came down to a 1v1, I thought the Drought were
I mean, honestly, that was great. I didn't know it was going to happen in the end there. I was a little scared. Well, excited.
Oh, we're going to go full shorty cheese here for the
If you're defending, why not?
Landslides?
Like, I think you just kind of put your, you know, have enough angles and you'll at least get a couple. It definitely makes it so the bonus round for them is a lot harder to win.
We will see. Dog is only going to see Vipers. Did not see, I believe that is Memphi on the other side.
Oh.
There's one for
Maeve
one.
was flying.
Maeve also has the shotgun.
Loving these shows.
Push. Oh, there's the shorty.
Yeah.
Maeve, that's fair, Maeve. You've been on the end of a few of those.
Oh my gosh. Bofi went crazy after that too. Played the short game with the shorty and then just went, okay, yeah, I don't know about
Yeah, that's going to make it a little harder with the shorty.
imagine, Cozy's like, yo, push me, maybe?
You guys want to push? Like,
This is so awkward with the shorties, I will say, because like, you got negative range.
and oh, there's the judge on the other side of the door. Like, you have this shorty, like, oh, I'll catch somebody, and then there's a judge just, hello. These kids, I don't know what to expect tonight, honestly. Shotguns, insane op play. Bofi flirted with the op and then realized, nah, I want to buy the Odin instead.
Yep. We do have the Odin coming out here again for Bofi, so that's pretty interesting. I'm guessing you probably touched up on that, but
Interesting. I mean, and you get the. I think the Landslides are kind of favored in this bonus round because of the short effect that the shorty's got a couple of kills.
yeah, that's what I was talking about. I think sometimes the shorties is really good when you're defending, especially. It's a lot harder to do when you're attacking because you have to actually push. But I think the defense is pretty good. Oh, Memphi gets the pick on to Maeve. That's pretty big here. Memphi has a good angle for 2 of them. Does get flash. Oh, doesn't use the dash though.
Got the smoke.
Gets kind of caught slipping once you get that flash.
There's the Odin.
Yeah, Sith gets a little bit lit up from that.
A's probably a little bit more free right now. It's only Solex over there on the Reyna.
Yep.
But it looks like they still want to push B. It's kind of scary to still push B, but
Oh, these guys are just running through smokes. It's crazy.
pushes a team, I guess.
Yep. Cozy does get one. 4v3 here on the side of Landslides.
They had to deal with Viper and Cozy from two separate angles.
Wow, I think Deadshot like pre-fired an accident and was like, oh, I hit someone.
Devin at least did get a nice little spot there. Devin does have the spike, so maybe. Devin knows there's someone back there. So they do trade 1 for 1. Bofi getting one. The Odin gets handed over to Orthodox.
They have spike.
I got the spot.
Orthodox gets another. Orthodox might just turn this round.
Yep.
The Landslides had him caught. I don't know how the Landslides messed that up. Landslides had 1 on B, 1 on A, and then everybody tried to push through mid and just kind of let him get B for free.
I think the Drought, though, they have a good setup. It's just going to be kind of hard. If they spray through here, though, they are both going to... Oh, it sees one. Okay, they know Orthodox. They know someone to the left there, but that was a great second.
It's all up to Deadshot with 10 HP in a dream. Viper's going to jump down, just go for the challenge, but loses it. Oh my goodness!
The pre-fire... Wow. Great round from Deadshot.
HP.
Woo! Free agent, by the way.
This could be the round of the series.
Yeah, I mean, man, this was a really good play for the Astra. He knows exactly what to do, but man,
You got to push them together here.
yeah, and you can spray through this wall, by the way. Actually, I don't know if you can with medium penetration.
But you can't take a challenge separately.
I like how Deadshot in the back of their mind knew that they were to the left still, and just instantly went for the left spray. Like, you have to pre-fire there, or else I think you just lose that.
Yeah, a light gust would have KO'd Deadshot there.
Not wrong.
10 HP. Attacker Killjoy already comes out. They want to get on this A site. There is a Hunter's Fury for the Landslides.
Yep.
They're not going to use it. We do see Memphi beat Maeve. Memphi's going to have a flank and we'll be able to find the Killjoy potentially, but it does actually go down.
Say the Killjoy ult ends up going off, but it's not detaining anyone. But they got what they wanted out of it.
Yeah, they got full site control.
Yep.
Memphi very low from the duel with Maeve.
Yep.
Those two Jets have been going at it all series long.
Oh, he just, wow. He's just jumping headshot.
With the jumping right click.
Oh, this game sometimes is wonderful.
One enemy remaining.
All up to Bofi on the eco.
Bofi coming in here.
Not going to happen.
Some precise gunplay coming out here.
So I don't know. I wonder what they were saving the Hunter's Fury for.
I don't know.
Maybe they just didn't know where the Killjoy
I actually could not
was?
tell you anymore.
Maybe they didn't know where the Killjoy ult was.
Yeah.
Anyway, it's 10-6, and the Drought have taken complete command of this series. Or at least this game. I mean, they're up quite a bit. They've won 4 straight rounds this half, so their eco is going to be nice and clean for the most part, except for Maeve, who has just been picked out by Memphi like 3 straight rounds in a row.
Yeah, Memphi's trying, but it just seems like, I will say, it seems like Landslides are getting a couple picks here and there, but like once again, it's just like when it comes down to how they're executing as a team on sites and stuff, it's a little hard.
Maybe you let the Astra pick the wall, let Orthodox get that alt orb and drop the dissipate down. I don't see actually.
Okay, they know that one's in cap, but that's about all.
Cozy's got a great ankle here from Tree. But they're just going to run away. They're just going to reset towards B. Memphi's holding mid. Memphi's in a very aggressive spot with an op, by the way.
Indeed, and they're kind of holding it like this. You're kind of just holding the middle, and if any point they go to the middle, you know they're there. But it looks like they're kind of setting up for a push here. Although Killjoy is set up for A, so this would be kind of hard to actually push through.
Solix is also there. They have mid basically locked down. Drought just hanging out at A main, though. They really haven't shown any urgency here.
Yeah.
Which is fair. Now looks like with the Astra smokes going out, I would expect them to probably push.
A lot of utility coming. They're all coming out here. Landslides do have Hunter Fury this time. Yeah, there we go. I think hits one. Oh, great dissipate. A little late for dissipate, but still a great job.
There is a trade there. The bot gets one. Maeve a dead shot that will need to pick up a couple. Maeve gets one more. It's a 2v3.
Bofi has the Odin up top.
Seekers do come out, though. It's all up to Bofi, and this Odin gets flashed. They know he's up in heaven. Orthodox gonna get the plant down. Deadshot looking for the peak. Healing. Nope, never mind. There it is.
Healing?
It was like, are you gonna use the healing? Or
I'm helping.
I'm thinking about it. All right.
Man, that looked so doomed in terms of, yeah, okay, I was saying.
Thank you, yeah.
You need a timeout here. Like, Drought attack there was, like, so forced. Granted, that's a good force, but Landslides had every angle there, and they still, like, they just got, they got outplayed that round. Like, they had everything. They had Killjoy utility. They had everyone in position, like, rotating the Hunter's Fury. I think did it even get anyone? Like,
it looked like the first one, like, clipped one person, and I don't know where the rest of it went.
Yeah, I think it hit one, but I think after that it just kind of stopped.
Well, we'll
in terms
see.
of, like, you know, where they went, but
Exactly. I think they just shot all of them through, like, A main, and just they were all on site.
yeah, I guess sometimes you just kind of guess wrong, like, honestly.
And
So
yeah,
it's 11-6 right now. Drought is pulling away. Landslide just had a timeout. Maybe that's what they needed to kind of recollect their thoughts and, you know, get this next to this round here.
Memphis did knives. I don't know. I didn't see what the eco situation does look like for the Landslides. It looks.
Yeah. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Wait. Jets are jumping up in this series and they're not insta-dying, so it's a little weird to me, but I love it.
I'm very confused. I'm with you. Usually we're used to
They were
see
mad at us. They were like, "Yo, hey, my jet jumps are good."
Right back in it though. 3v3, 3v4. Excuse me.
Okay. KJ ult coming out here.
All up. This probably feels like a win here. Dead shot. Oh, gets 1 and 2, but not quite enough. And
I'll say you didn't have much time, so.
off the timeout.
And that's exactly what Landslides need. Sometimes you just need timeout, a little breathe,
Reset.
get a win.
Refocus. Still a long hill to climb.
I do think that Drought could probably benefit from using a little bit of mid prior year. Like, they are going crazy for this A. Granted, they're still, like, able to plan the spike and stuff with Killjoy playing there, so that's pretty impressive on its own. But I think the biggest thing is when you're kind of only going through A main, it lets Landside just get a full rotate. They gotta go in Heaven, they gotta go in Garden, and then they also can get a flank if they really want to. I think that's really hard to defend against.
I think they're scared of mid being Memphis op central.
I think that's one of those things, though, where, like, once they have the op, you can respect it. Like, until they have it, until you see it and have it, then also, though, you can start smoking it off because you have an Astra.
That would be my only guess.
Yeah,
of why they've been avoiding mid, because Memphis has been there every
And you know
round.
what? It has been actually working out. That's a great dart right there. They know Solix is there.
Let's get
There we
one.
go. Kind of using the random reset. There we go. That's what we want to see here.
Wow.
Wow, and that was a huge round from Solix. I feel like we haven't kind of seen that Reyna too much this game, but I think that was just what they need to get in this game.
Know where he is. All right, they'll time out. 2 wins in a row here for the Landslides.
And that's an ideal Reyna situation, right? I mean, everything kind of walks towards you. You got to reset. Didn't let anyone too close, and I think that's just kind of what they need to get going. And now the Landslide's on the two-round win streak.
I got enough time to go into
Drought
the
once again, though, trying to force this A. I wonder if they're gonna kind of swap off it, or they're gonna hit him with the stubborn of, like, maybe it'll work a third time. They won't expect it the third time. And now Memphis does have the ops, so now mid peeking is a little scary.
I'm curious if the Landslides are going to expect this from the Drought and the fact that the Drought's still full buy, even after losing 2 in a row because they won 5 straight rounds. And I would assume you can't just go and say, oh, it's an eco, it's a free round, but it's one of those where you're like, they can't buy, right? Like, they lost 2 straight. They still get full buys across the board. And it works.
There we go. I mean, the A push as a 5-man squad is just kind of working. Oh, here go Hunter's Fury.
Oh, Memphis got to be
the
careful.
I think they hit 0. Oh, nice. Maeve barely saw it. That was a great eye there, honestly. That's hard to see.
Seekers do come out, which make it a little bit harder. Dog's going to be used as well. It's a 3v4. So far, it's pretty critical for the Drought side, though. So a couple of good trades, like right there from Cozy. There's somebody right below them. They know it. They're just trying to spray through. 2 on 2.
Yep.
Devin's at 30 HP, though. This is all up to Deadshot here.
Nice flash.
One.
Last player
Oh, here we
standing.
go.
Just play time. That's all.
Shock dart.
Shock dart. Oh, my goodness. What a shock dart lineup.
And you win the round.
Nothing you can do.
Yep. Just like that.
Taken
Game
out.
point for Drought. This could,
Wow.
this could be the
Unfortunate.
3rd consecutive loss for the grand finals for Landslide.
I mean, That's one of those where it's so impressive, but you also have to realize that's 3 straight losses in the grand finals. They're making it there. They're the only team that's made it back. All of our other champions, the Tsunamis, the Meteors, the Infernos, they've all lost to the Landslides, who just keep losing in the grand finals. We'll see what they can do, and it's actually Vipers who is opping this time instead of Memphis on match point.
Yep, and I guess we're going to see. I wonder if Drought going for the B. Oh my gosh, they actually are stacking A for the most part, except for the one. They do see them, I think. I think that
Bofi's going to get a attempted spray. Gets a decent chunk of damage.
Them sitting there with a Odin just spraying through is a little spooky.
They hit 3 members of the Drought for some decent damage.
Oh, I think they do see him, yeah. Now, I think the crazy play here would be a rotate.
How do you rotate through that?
Well, Maeve's stuck. The rest of the team. Oh. Well, now not
Now
more.
you can do whatever. Ooh, are they still going to rotate?
Yep, I think let's go through Cat here. They know that's basically just going to be Garden or, for the most part, Heaven, unless they stay on the map, but...
Cozy's up in Heaven, but...
Memphis gets a great pick there.
Match point, Memphis has a Sheriff, by the way. Kind of interesting.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's all they can afford, like, honestly. They've lost a couple rounds now, so...
Killjoy is going to be used here by the Drought to try and just open up this site. Give him time to set up everything. Also just kill some time.
Yep.
Volleys do get taken out up in Heaven.
So I don't know if they actually saw them up there, yeah.
Memphis has the Odin now. Gets a double kill before taking up on the turret of all things.
Ooh. 3v1 here for...
All up to Devin. Gets a
one.
great shot in the back. Has to spray through the smoke, and he does it!
Wow. What? And there you go.
That's how the Drought win their first ever Rumble in spectacular fashion from Devin. The Landslides probably thought they had that round. I thought they had that round.
Yeah, I did too.
I was like, oh, they win
man,
there.
it just the smoke actually kind of ended up hurting him because they couldn't see outside it.
They just stood right next to each other, and Devin will tell you he knew they were there. He had no idea. He had no idea someone else was there. Well, if you want to be seen by expert college recruiters, talk directly to esports industry insiders like pro athletes, team general managers, and game producers, then join the club. Esports power players get insider access to industry insights with our featured Rumbles recruiter taking notice as well. It's a great way to switch exposure if you're looking to start your path to pro or land a collegiate scholarship. Congratulations to the Drought. They are champions. Maeve, who has worked so hard, is finally a champion as well. She was phenomenal tonight. Really, the whole team was. The Landslides, once again, fall in the grand finals. Like I said, I have been told I believe Prestige is coming back. This is a different team with Prestige.
Yeah.
I think we can both say. I think that Sky play is something they're missing. Just I'm going to go in, I'm going to hold W, and you're going to follow me kind of play style. But as we prepare to wrap up this crazy long night, I mean, we saw an insane game on Fracture. We'll just get right into it. Red Hot's your ICCU player of the game.
For winning team, definitely Deadshot. I think Deadshot played phenomenal tonight. I mean, he's a free agent once again, I think. And he played well all 3 games. Like, there was not a game that he was basically not performing. I think the first game in the first half, he actually wasn't performing very well, but he ended the second half, like, extremely well. And I think just having that consistent player always there is a huge, huge like thing for your team. But I also think that like if it was, I think Memphis also has a shot because Memphis played phenomenal tonight. I mean, a 40 kills into like a 30 kill into like another 28 kills, something like that. Like he just went crazy.
It is going to be Deadshot. You are right. I did want to give a shout out to Devin, by the way, who, especially on map 1, and then of course, I mean, recency bias at its finest. That final play is something that you're going to remember because it was insane. But this was fantastic, by the way. The ace for Deadshot. I think you're right. Deadshot outside that first half on Fracture was phenomenal, showing a little bit more than the Omen in his pool as well. Huge shout out to Deadshot. Huge shout out to the Drought. Player of the game brought to you by Idaho Central Credit Union. He's a great player, makes the team more successful, just like Idaho Central's helping members achieve financial success. And Deadshot is your ICCU player of the game. Huge congratulations to them and the rest of the Drought team on picking up their first ever Rumble victory. Now 4 straight champions. I think all 4 times was their first win ever. So fantastic job. And for the Landslides, I mean, they come so close every time. I just hope they don't have a letdown because this is such a talented team who could easily win. They just had like 2 rounds. That round and then the round we just saw with Devin go. If those go in the Landslides' favor, they probably win that map and probably win the whole thing.
I'll say it's probably frustrating and stuff like that to lose a lot, but at least you're getting to the grand finals, right? It's just one little piece. Once Prestige comes back, I think you're all ready to go. And I think obviously they're improving each week too. It's not like they're like, you know, kind of staying stagnant and like, you know, kind of losing every time to the same things.
Yeah.
I think it's just a couple things they need to work on. And honestly, it's an impressive feat to get to the grand finals every time.
And then they're beating the teams they lose in the grand finals in our bracket stage. Well, so prepare to wrap up your final thoughts, Red Hots, from this insane night and the Drought's winning it all.
I mean, fantastic series from either of them. I think the first map was absolutely crazy with the overtime. Second map was also crazy back and forth, and until Landslides pulled away. And the same thing for Ascend. It was going back and forth there for a little while. But overall, it was just a fantastic series. Some great Valorant tonight.
Well, huge congratulations to the Drought on winning their first ever Rumble Championship. They came out, surprised a lot of people with how strong they are. They are filled with veteran esports tower teams we've seen in tons of different teams all over the place. Super happy for a lot of these people to pick up their first championship. Cannot wait to see what this team does next week. The Landslide, they're coming so close to winning. They are being consistent. As Red Hot says, they're getting better every single week. They're not just stagnating. But once again, congratulations to the Drought on all the teams this week. The talent level at the Esports Tower has gotten far beyond anything I would have expected. Everybody looks great. You never know who's going to win every single week. If you want to find out more and how to compete in the Esports Tower Rumbles, make sure you visit esportstower.com/Valorant. Congratulations to everybody. Cannot wait to see Week 5, who comes out on top. Maybe we'll see some more Fracture because that map was a ton of fun in its debut. But we will close out now with our top 5 plays presented by the Idaho Army National Guard, who invites you to take your impressive critical thinking skills into real time. More than 10 jobs offering a $20,000 bonus and your degree of choice paid for. The Idaho Army National Guard is the best team out there. Reach out on Twitch at iGuard Gaming. And here are your top 5 plays from the Drought's win in Week 4 of our Esports Tower Valorant Rumble.
Kind of hard. If they spray through here, though, they are both going to... Oh, it sees one. Okay, they know Orthodox. They know someone to the left there, but does... Oh, that was a great second.
All up to Deadshot with 10 HP and a dream. Viper's going to jump down, just go for the challenge, but loses it. Oh my goodness!
But Solix was ready for it.
Nice. Deadshot here. Oh, Jets getting up in the air has not been a good recipe. Ooh. They're going to immediately Empress here in the 1v1.
Yeah, it's time.
Yeah, Solix does not have enough HP for that.
Wait.
And if they wanted to, if they could get lucky.
Just got to play it slow here. Memphis is going crazy with his op aggressively wise.
Oh. Showstopper.
Just got to play slow here for the Showstopper.
Oh, just barely misses. And they're reloading the op. And Sim glitches it. Woo. I haven't seen too much from Devin so far.
Yep.
He was, I think, tied with Orthodox for the top fragger. There's Cozy with 1 dead shot. Triple kill. Now, I think Memphis gets in the face here. Should be able to just muzzle stuff with the Vandal. Oh, what an angle. Woo. Give him the ace. Give him the ace. Woo. There it is. I like that's probably the first time he's taken out up in heaven.
So I don't know if they actually saw them up there, yeah.
Memphis has the Odin now. Gets a double kill before taking up on the turret of all things.
Ooh. 3v1 here for...
All up to Devin. Gets a great shot in the back. Has to spray through the smoke, and he does it!